Well, hey guys, good evening and welcome to Blacklist Universe. I am your host, Mike S. Miller, as you all well know. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's going to take a little bit to start up. But disavowing Erik Larsen. So I've known Erik for 26 years. Razdoc, what's up? And we had our he hired me on Freak Force way back in 1993 to be an inker. He gave me my first shot to do my own, written and illustrated thing. Oh, Peony, you like it, huh? You like LONESTAR. He gave me my first shot doing my own creator-owned. Well, first Savage Dragon Red Horizon, so I got to, play in his sandbox and do my own comic, or introduce my characters in a Savage Dragon story. Has Ethan showed an article that DC has done? Oh, yeah, I think so. And I'm just gonna tell you my sort of where I am now, but by way of my history with Erik. And so we were friends. And I've been to his house. I've met his family. He gave me my first shot. He's like, "Hey, what do you want to do? Do you want to do your own comic book?" I'm like, "Sure." So I did Immortal 2. That was all with Erik's, highbrow entertainment or whatever it was. And from there, we maintained, a good relationship for a while. And so much that when it was time, I was over. Let's see, I went back to DC. I did a bunch of stuff. I came back to Image to publish work the Hedge Knight stuff with the DeBell brothers, and then later, I partnered up with an investor and a publisher to do some of the books for Alias. Now, our initial Alias comics were going to be published through Image. So we had these books lined up. I had, I ran them by Erik for approval first. We did Lullaby. Lullaby was great. We did Imaginaries. Imaginaries was great. We got Deal with the Devil approved by Erik for, we sent in the first issue. I think it was the first issue, and he approved that. And so then we spent all this money developing the book so that it would be out on time. And lo and behold, when it came time to publish it, after we had spent thousands and thousands of dollars developing this project, I brought it back to Erik. He says, "Yeah, we're not going to publish that." I'm like, "What?" So actually, that's what led us to split off from Image and do our own book, because Erik was not a man of his word. But that irritated me, but it didn't I wasn't like, "Okay, I'm not going to ever talk to this guy again," whatever. That's what they do. That's what they will do, friends. So, so further down the line, when I was running Alias, I publicized what the Image deal was, and I've done a whole video on what the Image deal is. You'd have to scroll way back down to my Jojo. Hush. You'd have to scroll down and I don't know, look at my channel, look up Image, the Image Comics deal or whatever. And Erik got mad at me then, because he's like, "Dude, you're not supposed to tell people what the Image deal is." I'm like, "Well, people should know. Image Comics is making money off of people's failures. Bottom line." I broke it down. I did the numbers and everything, and something like a third of the people are making money. A third of the people are maybe breaking even. A third of the people they're not making a dime, but Image is making their $2,500, right? So $100, I don't know, if they're doing $100 a month, that's 200 and wait, $250,000, right? 100 books, 2,500. Yeah, $250,000 a month, something like that, just on publishing fees. And then they had all these other little fees, but I don't want to get into all that. That's all. So then our relationship was relegated to arguing because Eric and I, while we were friends and then friendly, he and I are polar opposites, uh, politically and religiously. Eric's um, obvious anti-Christian bias. It's obvious in his works, so we've always had that. Um, but he was publishing me, so I thought, oh, that's cool, whatever. But I always was like, man, you're doing like the worst stuff. You're doing like this absolute sacrilegious stuff. I mean, it started way back. He wouldn't do the kind of vile crap he does now, the degenerate sicko stuff he's doing now, because his kids were too young. And I remember him talking about that. It's like, oh, I wouldn't want to do anything that my kids couldn't read. But now his kids are old enough, apparently, to look at porn because that's what he's publishing in his comics. And and it's funny. I noticed that he knows because the child porn thing. People are trying to say it's not child porn. It's I'm not even going to show it. I'm not going to show it. You guys can Google this yourself. I'm not going to put it on my site. It's these two child characters, cartoon characters or not. I mean, they're all cartoons, right? That's comic books. Being watched by a toddler, beating and raping another. So it's child porn. I mean, yeah, it's cartoonish child porn. That makes it so much. Actually, I mean, it does make it better than actually having photos on your laptop. I hope he doesn't have that. But it is absolute degeneracy. And I noticed that Eric was the guy that no matter what people were saying, he's ready to put up a fight and like talk smack back. And I notice he's blocking everyone who brings this up. So he knows what he did, right? Because otherwise he would argue it. He would argue, oh yeah, I have an excuse for this, blah blah blah. But he didn't. He's been blocking everybody. He blocked me finally. I didn't even say anything, and I went to see what he was talking, and he's got me blocked. So he didn't even block me. I was giving him crap because of the whole Mike Waringo tracing, changing the characters thing, because he did the exact same thing with Jack Kirby, but with the permission of the Kirby thing. And then back then I was like, you think Jack Kirby would really want to be associated with the child porn you're publishing? And he didn't block me then, right? I was going at him on that issue, and he didn't block me. He didn't even fight me then because he knew that he had just done the same thing and that he was just staying undercover because everyone was attacking me for pretty much exactly what Eric did too. But now everyone's saying, dude, you're drawing child porn. And he's blocking. So he knows, and everyone knows, Eric, that's disgusting. You're freaking vile, and I disavow. SJWs always want everyone to disavow when somebody does something vile and disgusting, right? I disavow with righteous indignation. I disavow. Yeah. What day was this? What day? Oh, the child porn garbage stuff. That was the finger of scorn. I scorn thee. Man, I'm so glad I have not been associated with that guy for so long. I honestly want to freaking dig out all my whatever original art I have left that's got anything to do with Savage Dragon and just burn it. I could do a bonfire, man. I probably have hundreds of pages. Oh well, maybe not. But yeah, I don't want to have any association with this disgusting freaking troglodyte behavior. Hey, John and Nasser, I'm gonna drop the link if you want to come in. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There we go. All right. Close. So sell them. I don't want them. I hate the fact that they exist now. I hate the fact that I always thought, I don't know. Hikaru, hello. How's everybody? Draw over them. Elliot. Come in here, Elliot. You got the link.
Aloha,
John.
I think you should sell them.
Sell them?
Now, look. Some people are going to steer this as John Malin forcing Mike to make money. Putting you into a position you're not wanting to do, but Mike is a grown man, and Mike's going to make his own decisions. Yeah, Mike, just dig these out, throw them all up on eBay or whatever, and just offload every last page you got. And
who would possibly want? What kind of a disgusting art collector would want any?
Who knows? Get rid of it.
Related stuff nowadays.
Get rid of it and make that money.
How much of it do you have?
Honestly, don't know anymore. I'd have to flip through my boxes and just because it's all kind of mixed in. So,
was he just giving it to you, or you bought it?
No, I did my own Savage Dragon miniseries.
Oh,
and then I worked on Freak Force. I inked Freak Force for like 12 issues.
Oh, okay. I actually didn't know that.
So, was anything finally settled out? Like what was going on?
Google it, Elliot.
Well, I was streaming while you guys were talking about it.
No, you weren't. I waited till you were done.
No, I'm saying whatever news came out, I was.
No, there's
no. This is a while ago, and this has been floating around. Somebody just brought it back up. Was it just a few months ago or something like that? Eric published this Savage Dragon called Little Dragons, in a Calvin and Hobbes homage, which freaking disgusting enough. And so in one of the sequences, he's got one of the dragon kids watching TV.
It looks like Charlie Brown. It looks like he's watching Charlie Brown or something.
Yeah, on the TV, you've got these. Yeah, the little rape scene, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
which I saw some people bring this up. If Ethan's sketchbook cover from 11 years ago makes him a Nazi, what does this make Erik Larsen?
That's true.
Yeah,
true. So, has any other kind of like law stuff happened since?
Law stuff? Oh, I don't know. I've heard a couple people say they might be reporting that to the FBI. I'd be interested in seeing. I don't know. I mean, it's weird for me because if that kind of thing is in your head, what's on your computer?
Well, I don't want to be a guy that's going to start condemning people, but I think it's very disturbing that he would put that in a book. I think it's more disturbing that Image Comics would release it, and I don't think that makes him any more of a creep beyond that. I definitely don't think he needs to have a FBI investigation at this point. But I think it's concerning.
Well, let me
I'm
remind you
on that one.
Let me remind you. Do you remember last year? Who was the transgendered woman that was going after your business partner Richard? Wanted to see Rick.
I don't know.
Tamara Bonvillain, was it?
No, she had a book.
Oh,
Michelle Perez.
And she had that book. It was some kind of sex pervert book.
Mm-hmm.
And it was drawn using like a ripoff of Clifford the dog. And there's all kinds of nasty, gnarly stuff in that book, you know, sex worker, gross stuff. And Erik Larsen was vehemently defending that stuff.
Of course, because he's a freaking pervert.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know the level of his perversion, but just what he's put in his book is just so freaking vile. It's like the worst illustrated. Oh, you know, before I was a Christian, I used to read like Milo Manara stuff and stuff like that. What Larsen did in his book is so more disgusting. And I'm not talking about the child porn, the child porn stuff.
The shower sex scenes
rape
and all.
scene
Yeah.
is bad enough, but the other scene that wow,
He's been doing
I don't
that
think
for
that's in my brain.
He's been doing that for months now.
I know, it's so vile. I freaking
You know, I think one of the biggest wins of this whole situation, though, is that it turned Ren, who is super SJW, into super hypocrite. It exposed her. It exposed her for being a two-faced piece of shit, or I'm sorry, piece of garbage, all over again. So if you subscribe to this idea that, you know, there is a rape culture going on in the United States, which is a, you know, position that SJWs take, that the United States is rape culture. Now, this is a depiction of rape. There's no educational value to it. There's no morality to it. It's just as an aside.
yeah.
It's completely just background. Look,
Right.
watch one kid violently assault and then rape another child.
Yeah.
That is by every definition of what should be the SJW standard as evidence of a form of rape culture. And then you have SJW crime.
You think that SJWs have standards?
crime. No. I don't think they have standards at all. I think it's all politically motivated.
Of
And
course.
I think this is a great example of it. So by all standards, by their own standard, this should be the evidence, and they should be going after this full force, saying, why are you depicting child on child rape as if it's something just nonchalant? Now,
Yeah, and where's Bleeding Cool on this?
yeah, I tagged them. I tagged Bleeding Cool, CBR, Newsarama. Nobody's going to talk about it.
No.
Nobody cares.
So,
Now that
Hey,
that,
you know what? Shield wall, right? Protect your own.
and that is more evidence. That is more evidence from an SJW angle. Again, I don't subscribe to this, but they do. This is more evidence that they should be hammering on, that the comic book industry, it has apparently developed its own rape culture, and it's coming from the far left, the social justice warriors.
you know, some people in the chat are wondering if this could be a cry for help from Erik Larsen.
Oh, like wanting to get caught.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just speculating. I did not call the FBI, just so everybody knows.
Same
I think
here.
he's just being an edgy boy. I think that's it, you know. But I mean, look, that's a little too
Dude,
far, man.
There's edgelord and there's
It's just creepy. It's
tell-
like that
you
creepy
can tell it
uncle
was
stuff.
supposed to- you know, he wasn't trying to play something off, because the reaction of the little dragon character was to be like, "What the heck?" You know, and it's this little kid watching these other kids getting raped, and it's like,
If the title of the book or the title of the piece is Little Savage Dragon, and you got this little kid with all the other kids, right? So it's all in the context of these children versions of characters, and he's looking at the TV. I thought he was looking out the window, but he's looking at the TV, and there's these 4 panels, and it goes from, you know, like a scuffle to the kid getting brained by a rock, to a picture of what appears to be one kid sodomizing the other kid, and then finally the final panel is the kid walking around,
Satisfied.
yeah,
It just makes me
Pull it
want
up
to
and
puke, man.
pulling his pants up, walking away, like, "Hey."
So these weirdos want to say, you know, hugging somebody in public is the end of the world, and it should be the grounds to destroy somebody's career. They want to pretend that there's these rigid moral standards, and then on the other hand, they want to say, well, there is no standards. You know, love is love, whatever. You know, it's these same people that were pushing this MAP nonsense, the minor attracted person, where they're trying to normalize or kind of kind of soften people's resistance to pedophilia. It's all disgusting. It's all disgusting. There has to be, even if you're not religious, if you're a religious atheist, people still need some sort of moral bedrock to stand upon. You know, whatever you want to call that. And whether you're faithful or you're not faithful, we never want to blur the lines. Never want to blur the lines on protecting children and normalizing exposing children to this mess. It's a line we can't cross as a society, because once you allow the most vulnerable, the weakest, the future of your society, you know, you may not think about it, but like, we need Nasser to prosper so that he can pay taxes, so that somewhere down the road we can actually cash our Social Security checks and have roads and have police and all these good things. We need to protect the children reasonably. I don't mean it like a Whitney Houston song, but children are the future. Without them, life is going to suck when you're old. and the glue that bonds society apart, if you can violate that, you can violate anything.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to support a normal comic, the link to Mike's The Meg comic Indiegogo is here in the chat.
Yes.
It's also a wrench, so I have to promote.
Oh, thank you, Nasser. Thank you. Dr. Fantastic says he agrees with everything Edwin is putting down. Not you, Malin. He doesn't agree with you. Just Edwin. Just kidding.
So did somebody address Renfamous about this?
Yeah.
I have her blocked.
Yeah, I saw a post from her, and she tried to equate a scene from South Park where aliens are probing Cartman as an equal. Like, that makes the assumption that everybody says that's okay. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there, that are saying, well, maybe that isn't even okay. But there's a huge difference between the depiction of a violent rape assault between two children and these fictional gray aliens doing an anal probe. So one is sexual, malicious, violent, and the other is scientific experiment as a gag.
You think when Disney corporate wakes up, right, and they remember that they actually have a responsibility to make money, and they have a responsibility to their shareholders, and their shareholders start getting people fired. Do you think when Joe Quesada is walking out the door, you think he's going to remember to high five Renfamous one more time on the way out the door?
Yeah.
I'm not seeing her comment here, but
no, I just see a bunch of Lone Star related comments.
Oh, dude, she's gone crazy over the last day. I'm looking at all this different. Can I share stuff like that on here?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Share a screen of that.
By the way, everybody I've talked to so far has been uniformly happy and enthusiastic about Lone Star, Mike. I've heard nothing from people who bought it because they wanted it.
Right.
I've heard nothing but good things.
Well, I guess SJW bought it. Spider-Man bought it, but he doesn't seem to like it. Strange.
I actually didn't. I haven't blocked or muted or something, so I haven't seen those. What has he been saying?
Let me see.
Like I've completely missed this.
Let's go through the Renfamous stuff first. All right, I'm locked on you.
Okay, so I'm not sure what this is. Seems legit. I have no idea. 42,000 followers and zero interaction. Anything? Let me see. Buying Twitter followers. See, I don't give a F what you buy. Stop harassing creators. This is unless Renfamous and SJW Spider-Man offer a compelling reason to support mainstream comics, they are just another set of Twitter provocateurs fishing for blue checks on the back of dying industry. She says she doesn't give an F about that. Do not, she says, go on Ethan Van Sciver's YouTube stream. You will not hash things out. You will not get to tell your side. You will be shouted over, harassed, mocked, and he will make money off of you.
Yes,
just tell him to F off.
Yes, he will. I can't believe she's up to almost 8,000 followers. This is all off of hating on Comicsgate.
That's all it is. I'm looking at all this and I'm just like, where does she have anything interesting to say beyond, like, does she have like a cat or something?
No, dude, it's all Comicsgate. She's all confiscate all the time.
Gee whiz, man.
I would rather drink bleach than listen to her.
Don't.
Look at that. Miller going with the My Little Pony approach to superhero team here. Everyone's sporting their own unique cutie mark. Yeah, because that never happens in
No, what is this accusation?
Well, because I gave everybody their own shirt with their own like symbols and stuff. So apparently that's My Little Pony.
Oh, that's the worst thing.
Trope.
Click on that. Yeah, click on that one with the.
That's the worst thing they could point out about your book, Mike.
I know. Are these guys all wearing T-shirts with their superhero emblems on them?
Okay, then they've never read the New 52 Superman run from Grant Morrison, and I forget who else was on it, but every other issue, I have that entire run, Superman was always wearing a Superman T-shirt. Even in issue 1, that was like one of the first things he did. He needed a shirt, and he found one with the logo on it. It's in every comic.
Maybe you should read more comics.
I know.
Notice these are all digital, Mike.
Yeah, the digitals went out yesterday and today. Did you get yours, John?
Let me check.
Okay, so I thought that maybe you didn't offer them as digital.
Hey,
I wasn't trying to show it to you. That's why I moved quickly past that.
People in the chat,
that's what Dave Johnson and Ethan have in common.
People in the chat are pointing out that it's also in Tom King books and everything he puts out, which is true. In Mr. Miracle, like there's always someone wearing a DC shirt with a logo on it. Absolutely true. So I don't know what they're trying to say about your book.
And a lot of this is coming from the same guy, somebody named Jason Fleece.
Well, let's read what his critiques are. This should be fun. This should be a fun little exercise.
Really? Do you really want to do that?
Yeah.
I think he's probably going to say like the women are too pretty. The heroes are all toxic masculinity. Why is he beating up thugs? We need them to rape people. Don't you know gang members dealing drugs are a good thing? Why does Mike Miller depict them so bad? It's very telling and it's not a good look. That's probably exactly what he said.
I'm actually a fan of Injustice. The comic Miller got himself fired from for being a raging homophobe. Wow, that has absolutely nothing to do with anything.
They always start these threads with a lie. If you look
I know. That's because they're liars. The question is, can he write? Spoiler: no, he can't. All right, scroll past. Liam says Mike invented putting logos on superheroes. Hashtag face it.
Speaking of logos, my wife is going to make me my T-shirt to wear to the convention tomorrow. Can I put like a Lone Star logo on there?
Yeah, do it. Elliot, read these critiques to me, so it's not me reading.
You don't want to do that, man. That's not fun.
Come on. Man.
I'll do it. Okay.
All right.
It's fun for Ethan. Right. I mean, Edwin.
I love you, Miller. Let's see. So I'm reading these Jason A. Fleece comments.
Yeah.
All right. Page 1. Lone Star sitting on a rooftop, looking down and whispering, "No." The difference is that Alan Moore meant for us to find Rorschach repulsive. I feel that Miller does not feel that way about his hero, who's delivering a Fox News monologue about entitlement. Does that say hashtag Lodestar?
Yeah.
Hey.
He's a doofus.
All right, here we go. This is a great scene. Every time we read this scene, like in context and did it theatrically, people loved it.
It got me hyped.
Let's see. Page 2. Check it out. Spider-Man has spider sense, and Miller's racist hero has what? Fascist sense, Mexican sense. Hey, here's something. Here's something.
That says racist sense. That says racist sense.
Here's something, douche nozzles. The gang in the comic book that is loosely modeled on MS-13. Guess what? Not all Hispanics are Mexicans. MS-13 is not a Mexican gang. It is a Salvadoran gang. You racist pricks.
Don't let facts get in their way.
Facts are like racist?
Facts are totally racist.
It's
Only feelings are true.
all Hispanics are the same, huh?
Apparently. Yeah.
What if they don't identify as Hispanic?
And by the way, he does use the power again. I guess someone's not a very good reader.
All right, part 3. My God, the racism. It burns. It burns. What happened, Miller? Did Latinx? Is that how we say that?
Latin X.
Latinx.
This is the SJW way to say Latino or Latina without saying one or the other.
Oh, that's what that meant?
Let's assume it's
But
gender. So he's a
But then
Latin.
they said a guy. Okay, for some reason I thought Latinx implied that a person was gay or lesbian. Okay, all right. So Miller, did a Latinx guy run off with your girlfriend? This is just awful.
What part of this is racist? Did they ever say?
Yeah, the black girl's racist.
Right. Saving a black girl is racism now.
Yes, obviously.
Part 3 continued. You see, the man mentions Carlos and Diablo, and we know which ones they are because they're both wearing tattoos of their own names. Yeah, correct. I see it all the time. Yes. Diablo's is on his face. Yawn.
Can't get anything past this guy.
Right.
The funny thing is, I referenced tattoos for this scene. So this is something that those particular gang members like to do.
It's true.
All right. Part 4, a montage of Lone Star beating the crap out of some Mexicans. Again, Jason Fleece. Stop being racist. Not all Hispanics are interchangeable. There's different countries, different cultures. Stop it.
That's right.
Yeah.
One of those guys
trying to make it seem like all those Mexicans are the same.
Yeah, there's no coherence here. There's no coherent storytelling here. Does he mean his narrative or?
Apparently.
So someone in the chat says you have to be black to save a black lady.
Oh.
This is true. Let's see. Part 5. Earlier, this guy called Lone Star Jefe. Now he's calling him Ese. This is all the Spanish Mike Miller knows. He's got a Spanish to English dictionary, and he's found all of the cliches.
Well, what are we supposed to do? I mean, if you're doing a comic about gangs, they unless you're part of that gang, all you have are the Blood In, Blood Out, American X, all the other movies that have the same flavor. That's so stupid.
That, and I live in San Diego. About 40% of the people I know are Mexican. Some people do say Jefe and Ese.
Yeah, it happens. Let's see. Part 6. Lone Star, who the title says has the heart of a hero. He does.
That's correct.
Breaks this guy's arms in 2 places. Well, he was just trying to rape and or murder this fine young lady here.
Right.
I'm okay with that.
That's right.
Charming.
Actually, 4 places.
Yeah.
just in case.
What he didn't do was snap his neck. He left him alive.
Right. Because he's a hero. That's what.
This dude was praising Rorschach earlier.
All right. Jason Fleece, we're not trapped in with you. You're trapped in here with us. All right, part 7. Lone Star tells the damsel in distress, listen, if you're going to be out this late at night, do yourself a favor. Get a gun, missy. But Comicsgate just wants apolitical comics. Well, nobody's going to check before they rob, beat, strangle, rape, abuse you. No one's going to ask you about your voter registration.
This is true.
Right? Did you vote for Obama twice? Okay, well, I was going to rape and murder you, but you're cool. You're cool.
For real.
Liam for $2 says, it's Jason A. Fleece in How to Sell Lone Star. Haha.
So go back to this scene. Go back to this.
Liam.
Go back to this scene. Which this is a trope in a device. What you want to do here quickly, what Miller is trying to do here quickly, is give you a sense of their identity, right? And give you a big icon to go along with that, to lock these characters in. So Lone Star's got he's got that distinct gold eagle, hot head. Look, he's got a hot head.
It's like his name.
It ties you in real fast, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what Scout's icon was.
Yeah, I don't either. I didn't draw it. I made those up on the page. I wanted them to have their own icons on their shirt.
It's a device. It's a device, right? And it's cool. It's cool.
And I'm a huge My Little Pony fan. No, just kidding.
I am. What?
All right. Yeah, so we got this one. Again, this dude should read more comic books.
Yeah, right.
Part 10, a little Nighthawks at the Diner reference. Clever, original. Not at all a cliche for this to be the only piece of classical art he knows, since he's a manly man, like all the guys in Comicsgate pretend to be. Okay.
This is their level of critique.
Right.
He referenced a piece of art.
All right. Part 10. The love's interest name is Angel. Well, if it was Hawaiian, it would be Anela. Anela is Hawaiian for angel. Seriously, is it eye roll or is that egg roll? What is he saying here? Is he being racist towards you? All right. Hashtag Lodestar. Angel's a good name. It is one of my niece's name. What is wrong with that?
Their critique is the name of the character.
That name is cliche. Edwin, how dare you?
Believable.
You see, in Miller's world, sounds like a dystopian place. In Miller's world,
Miller's world. Da-da-da-da.
homeless people aren't actually hungry, and heroes carry around grocery store gift cards to passively aggressive to shame them for pretending to be. F you, Miller. Well, what me and my wife do, if somebody asks us for money, they say, hey, we're hungry. All right, come in the store.
Buy them something to eat. That's right.
Yeah.
I mentioned
Jason, in good people world, when someone tells you that they're hungry, you buy them something to eat, and you don't try to give them money for drugs or alcohol, which is a huge problem in the homeless community. But you just go ahead and ignore reality. What are you gonna say, Elliot?
I was going to say that when I used to be a youth pastor, we used to do this stuff called random acts of kindness, and we would always try to encourage the kids to bring stuff in the cars with their parents, bags of snacks and stuff like that. And one of the things that people would do is get like gift cards to they would buy a bunch of these different gift cards to McDonald's or to 7-Eleven or whatever, just like what you're doing there. I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, oh yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, because I legit did that.
Send them to my house. Yeah, I'll take those cards.
That's the Taco Bell ministry, huh? All right. Even the Latinx hero is crude, violent, and has such a hot temper that he needs to be handled and kept calm by others. Yeah, well, he's a hothead. That's the persona.
So I'm bad now because I have a Latino hero
That has a flaw of some sort.
that is not perfect. I have to break it to this guy. None of my heroes are perfect.
I think if the Latino was gay and his power manifested through his genitalia, I think everybody would approve.
I think that's Erik Larsen character.
Yeah, that sounds about his speed. All right, part 14. I just realized that the Native American hero is called Scout. Man, Miller, you're just trying to hit every racist stereotype and or cliche you can think of, huh? What is Marvel? What are the Marvel names for the? Let's see. What DC had like Chief,
Thunderbird,
Warbird. I mean,
Warpath.
Yeah.
His name is Scout because he's the teleporter. So he actually goes forward and scouts. But thanks for trying.
Part 15. Miller just spent half a page of real estate having the pastor lead the rest of the team in prayer.
That's
And
right.
it was awesome. And I'll do it right now for you, Jason Fleece, with no equivocation. Lord, soften this man's heart, open his eyes, give him discernment, allow him to see your love in the world and change his heart. In your son's name we pray, amen. There is nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with depicting prayer in a comic book. There's everything right about it. Right?
That's right.
But what Erik Larsen does is totally fine by this guy, right?
Oh, I'm sure. I guarantee it. But I want you to notice something. He says, Miller doesn't want you to forget that he is a Christian, and so are all of his heroes. Scroll down.
Yeah, I was going to say, I noticed that they all have very interesting reactions to
That's right. And how many of them said amen?
just a couple.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's not uncommon in operations when you have a guy's are gonna do something that's dangerous. Sometimes there's a person that'll do a prayer.
Yes,
Or
we
there's
did it all.
there's
We did it all the time. We
Yeah.
did it all the time, Miller. Before we'd go out and do something dangerous, a couple of us would get together and say a prayer, and even the atheists would sit down with us.
yeah, like they say, there's no atheists in foxholes. All right, we'll skip that stat.
Yeah.
Oh, you just Ethaned yourself. Speaking of which, hello.
Hi everyone.
Tail season.
Is that what summoned you? Was it the penis stuff? Is that like the
No, I was in the chat kind of initially. I was in the chat kind of initially going, "Hi, look at Mike getting roasted by weirdo SJWs," and then I thought, you know what? No, I'm going to come in here and show support for my brother.
Well, see, we can roast Mike. Because
Yeah,
we
well, we
love him
do.
like a brother, but these guys can't. These guys can't mess with Mike. They need to
They
back
can
up.
try.
The arguments are stupid, Mike.
Yeah,
I
they're
read them
ridiculous.
already. They suck. Your art's great. Your story's good. Your writing's going to improve. I think all of us, we're all artists, and so writing is something that we're going to learn. But I mean, the dummies that write comic books right now, for the most part, I mean, there are only a handful of really sophisticated, good writers out there. And we know who they are.
Yeah.
The rest of them are mostly con artists, and they're not. They've learned a skill. They've learned to write passably. We've all gotten their scripts, and we've all grown. So there's nothing that they can do that we can't do, or that we can't learn to do much, much better. And it's just going to take some time. I'm watching this, and I'm going, none of these criticisms are valid.
Yeah.
None of them are. They're picking fights. They're hateful.
The way most writers, I think, got their jobs is just straight through nepotism or some political chicanery or sleeping their way into the job at this rate.
No, I think Zoe Quinn earned it, Mike.
Yeah.
She earned that spot at DC Comics. She probably worked her whole life to get there.
Yeah.
Well, maybe she's the exception.
Yeah.
All right. So
Liam Gray for $5 says that middle 6-panel close-up face spread looks really great, Mike. I can't say I've seen that before, and it is a valuable presentation layout. Well, thank you.
And I appreciate you putting me on that page. Yeah, I mean, that was pretty good. I think you caricatured me a little bit to make me not look as handsome as I am. But not that page. Back up. The one with all the guys praying. Not that one.
That was it.
That was pretty good. Good job.
It does look like Ethan.
Oh yeah, the guy on the far right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
On the far right. That's right.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ethan's
Thanks,
a Nazi.
Mike.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
It was subliminal.
Mike, I just want to thank you for that. I thought that was a touching tribute.
Yeah. Right when my daughter walks in.
All right. Part 17. Okay, so the bad guys are blood-sucking vampires who are breeding on American soil. We
On
get
American soil.
yeah, okay, guilty. Okay.
Yeah, I thought about that. I was like, what's the point of that? I don't know. All right, sizzle chest time.
All right.
Oh, the gay part.
Why does this feel like the end of an issue where we're only halfway through the story? What is happening here? Why should I care about one-eyed lumberjack daddy bear?
This is apparently someone who needs absolutely everything in a story spelled out for him in crayon.
Well,
Yeah.
Where's his head? Is that? That's
No,
not
he just
drawn like
wanted to
that.
see the body.
No.
He just clipped the body because.
So point out the serratus anterior. So right there, you see the serratus anterior. Can you point out that? There you go. All right.
Skillfully executed.
all right. I'm gonna zip past it, right?
Go ahead. All right.
She's just looking. Eden's just behind you, staring. You tell her to turn around and face the wall, you know. But she won't. She's back there laughing.
All right, part 34. This is the second time the white hero has beaten up his Latinx teammate for being.
Did he really use Latinx?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
For
how
being
Mike
a
has no self-consciousness about that though either. Because Mike had to know this was gonna piss people off and confirm suspicions and everything. And Mike just went, I'm gonna do it anyway. I love that.
That's a great reaction, though. Look at his face.
Oof.
Do you feel that, Mr. Fernandez? Do you feel that in your huevos?
Man.
I feel it in my serratus exterior.
All right, point
Yeah,
36.
it's a great drawing too. Yeah.
Is this the only outfit that Bobby/Lone Star has? Well, it can't be Bobby Drake because he's talking to a woman.
Oh.
Oof.
Yeah. Well,
Actually, those are different pants. He just has multiples of the same shirt. Is that
Yeah.
okay? Is that okay?
yeah. Ask
Yeah, that's
Captain
fine.
America that. Ask Spider-Man that same question. Hawkeye. Anybody. Superman.
And actually, he does wear something different later in the episode. Later in the-
All right. Part 36. It's your.
Yeah.
As in your.
Yeah.
This book was edited by
that.
Roland Mann.
The crazy thing, Edwin, you went through this. Roland went through it. I went through it. Like
I pointed it out when you sent me the digital copy.
No, that was a different time.
Really?
Yeah, that was a different time. We had half a dozen eyes on this, and that particular one got through.
Yeah, it got past everybody. Yeah.
Well, this just goes to
Shouldn't
show you
LA
should
have
me
periods? LA
It
shouldn't it have
can.
periods? L period, A period.
Eh,
You know,
I never read it like that.
abbreviation.
Yeah,
You're in law
agree
now.
with
Yeah.
Shut your mouth.
that is horrible, Mike.
Yeah.
Ethan, can you pick these up? I need to start my steaks. Can
I can't pick them up. I'm
I
sorry.
can-
I'm drawing, but
I can read them. I can read them.
you got them? Okay, I will be back shortly.
All right. Let's see. The next one. Part 36 continued. Wait, what does Angel do for a living? When we met her, she was working in the Edward Hopper Diner, but her friend says Bob might be some fanboy who's seen her on TV. Is she a star? And also a waitress? Does Miller even know?
Hey, John. John, is Mike drawing heads too big?
Yeah.
in the book uniformly?
Yeah.
You didn't want to say anything, but I'm gonna let you.
Yeah.
Look there. You want to criticize that and straighten Mike out about size of heads?
Wait. Let's deal with this first. She's an actress, which in Hollywood means she's a waitress. This
That's
guy
true.
obviously knows nothing about the movie industry.
I saw La La Land. That's true.
Oh
For
yeah,
people
that's
who don't, for the people who don't know, actors and actresses are just like freelancers, and they have to have a side job.
right. That's right.
And shrink that head down, Mike.
Mike, from now on, because when you do small figures, you do tend to do that. So, not busting balls, just saying, like, heads up.
You know, with that head, Lone Star might be Mexican.
Wow.
Whoa.
No, he's Latinx.
Is that a
'Cause I
thing?
got a big head.
Is that a thing? I didn't know that.
We got big heads,
That
dude.
big head? I didn't know
We
that.
got big heads.
Oh. Huh.
Does that make me Mexican? Because I've got a huge head.
Mike,
Shut up,
your
Mike.
head is not that big. That is. Can we fix the screen? Let me fix the screen on that.
You're my daughter.
Let me see. Yeah, that head is too big. Elliot will tell you that head is too big.
It's a little large. It's a little large. It's disproportionate to his physique, but you know, you do it all the time, so at least you're consistent.
Yeah, you're
That drawing is
consistent
like an
in
tall.
putting a head the size of a refrigerator on the frame of the
It's like inch tall.
Mike.
You're blowing it up to pay attention. Jeez Louise.
No, but I have noticed it a couple times. So, you know.
Okay.
Mike
Point
P's
noted.
Theater.
Actually, that is I do admit it because that's something I've had a weird issue with my whole life. I always draw heads on humans like normal size, where in comic books they should be like smaller.
Hey, Mike.
Mike, no, that's not normal, Mike.
It is normal.
Stop being like, oh, well, I actually did correct proportions instead of super heroic proportions. That's not the case, Mike. That's too big. Like all around, that's too big.
Well, maybe it's too big for
It's
someone.
the size of his entire torso, Mike.
It is. Okay, we'll move on.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. Okay.
Oh, Mike, you got a super chat.
Sharu says, Ethan got a super chat on my channel. I sent you a DM on Twitter and would appreciate if you read it. Would anyone else like to DM or super chat Ethan on my channel? Go ahead.
Yeah, please.
I'll just PayPal it to Ethan.
All right. Part 38. Oh, I see. How should I do this in a voice?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, I see. She's an actor, but she's not an actor of note. She's a regular actor who does commercials, who might have a fanboy, even though she still has to go on callbacks for rental car commercials. Meh.
This guy has no concept of that industry.
It's a good voice.
Is that a good voice? Thanks.
Yeah.
I have other voices I can do. We'll work on it. Yeah. All right. Part 38 continued. This is spurious logic at best for her to deduce his line of work. This is a step away from C for Catwoman, except this isn't kidding.
I got your message. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, he or she, I don't know who, said during my live stream, I promised to talk about the Vic GoFundMe, and they just kind of dressed me down and said, you just didn't talk about it. You quit before you talk. Yeah, I'll devote an entire live stream to promoting that. But that was a singular, energetic live stream that I did, so I apologize. Thanks, Mike. Sorry.
They forgive you.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of that stream, Ethan, it got me really hyped, man.
Really?
Yes, I was getting fired up, man, and I was listening to it while I was eating, and I came down to my computer, like I rushed down here. I'm like, Ethan's on fire. I'm about to get on here, be all hyped too. And I pulled it up on my computer, realized you weren't sending out the link to any of us.
Oh, yeah. Well, a couple people wanted on it. I just went, no, this is a solo thing because I have energy, you know. You have to kind of you don't want to get interrupted.
Well, yeah, when you got a flow, you gotta roll with it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Some people liked it, some people didn't. So, you know.
I liked it.
It was good to fall asleep to.
Thanks, Mike.
Shut up, Mike.
All right, here we go. Next one. I'm going to be honest. This is so bad that I don't even know how to roast it. As a comics gay hero likes to say, nobody actually talks this way. So unbelievably heavy-handed.
Well, it is a speech.
There you go. That's true.
Well, you should have made more room then, Mike. Come on. Look at these word balloons going out of the panel. It's a mess. The guy's right.
Nobody overlaps panels that way.
And the heads are still too big.
Uh-oh.
That's really nice, Mike. That looks like Steve McNiven. That's really good stuff.
Yeah, it does.
Who, this bearded guy here?
No, I just mean the art style.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Miller wants to have his cake and eat it too, making the Atente Rep second one in the book. By the way, titillating by giving us an upskirt shot just before the hero says Angel on the next page. Oh, and of course, it's the bomb from out earlier.
Of course,
you got French there. Yeah.
Yeah, I tried. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's skirt. It's not quite Kyung Leo skirt, is it?
I don't have a Kyung. I have Kyung Lee. I can't do a Kyung Lee. I can read this one in John Malin.
Okay.
I need you. Gag.
No, you need to do a longer one than that, Elliot.
Yeah, no, that's fun though. Yeah. So I need you. Gag.
Oh, so what? The lady should have just gotten raped? I mean, he saved her, right?
That must be his message. Yeah.
Oh. Sorry.
Yeah. That's all that the patriarchy stuff, I guess.
Yeah. Fail, Miller. Fail.
How dare you? How dare you rescue somebody at all?
I know.
Page 40. I have questions. Like, first, who is that tied up man? And why is he tied up? I thought the communist vampire brainwashed everyone and they were like all working together. So who is this person and why is he tied up?
Oh, did he want an extra page for me to explain that?
I don't know what he's talking about. Who's tied
Scroll
up?
down. That guy in the bottom there.
Story was so good and left so many questions for him. He was just dying for more pages.
Yeah.
Why do they need to go to the dark web to buy guns? Can't they all just buy them illegally? All these people we've established have money and clean records. Third, why does the comic just end Flat Earth is real?
Okay, first of all, it's Los Angeles. This guy, Jason Fleece, must live in a very gun-friendly state. But we live in the communist nation of California. And so,
I think this guy's actually from Chicago.
oh no. And
I think he's by me.
Why he has to go to the dark web to get real guns.
He can get bleached there though.
He's got to go to Jesse to get some guns.
Yeah, you don't have to go far out of Chicago to get real guns, huh? Uh-oh. Is that
Look at these word balloons.
quick? She's looking away. Scroll past. Scroll
Well,
past.
hold on, I gotta read his part. And I also have to this piece of crap, which is more explicit in its politics than any of the stuff Comicsgate likes to complain about. I don't want to hear anyone pretending that all they want is apolitical comics.
Well, Mike didn't want apolitical comics. I'll take that on the chin there. That's me. And I think Zach was saying the same thing too. Comicsgate was kind of like, all right, look, shove your politics up your ass. But then again, we were mostly talking about SJW politics. I really, I'm not crazy about the idea of just putting right-wing or left-wing politics in comics. But again, I've never heard Mike say that. That's just me. And if you can find, right-wing politics in Cyberfrog, then I guess you'll have a point. But
Well, you will, Ethan, because that's your world view, and you can't alter the way you write stories.
Mike, you not. You won't. You can't alter the way you.
I bet you someone will pull it out of there.
Well, I think I tend to agree with Ethan on that too.
It's the way you see the world.
No,
right?
that's not.
It's the way you friggin'. I mean, I'm not doing heavy-handed politics.
Yes,
I'm
you are.
I don't think so. I'm.
Elliot. Elliot, be honest. What are you thinking right now?
It's heavy-handed, but
Yes. Thank you.
Well,
But,
it's
I
not
mean-
heavy-handed as
well, I'll tell you what it is. It's different. It's different. I've never seen it in comics, so whatever. I don't care.
I'll tell you this. It was when I read it a couple months ago, it was actually really refreshing to see politics showed normally instead of being shoved down somebody's throat. So I didn't mind.
Yeah, it's not propaganda, and that's the problem.
That's true. Can you cover your daughter's eyes, please? Oh, it's like double if you didn't work. Oh, I can't stop it.
There's too many of them.
He just
All
keeps
right.
posting it.
All right, I'm done. All right. So this all came from, by the way, Ethan, I don't know if you saw this. This all came from Renfinesis. She hasn't blocked me yet, so I'm sure she will now.
Yeah, she says, gonna cruise control because folks aren't getting it. I don't get the cruise control thing. I'm not sure if she knows what cruise control means.
Yeah, because she's very active over the last 12 hours.
I think she has to control everyone.
No, well, yeah, but why put cruise in there? She says, do not go on Ethan Van Sciver's YouTube stream. All right, listen, let me make one thing clear. people are lining up to go on my YouTube stream. I don't ask people. I don't invite people. You're not invited to come on my YouTube stream if you're not Comicsgate. Comicsgate uniformly gets an invitation to come on my YouTube stream when I'm having a YouTube stream. But I don't go out going, hey, SJWs, will you come shit on my audience? I don't do that. I don't actually do that. I don't invite people. Renfamous, no, you would not be invited. These people would not be invited. There are people who want my YouTube channel to be nothing but arguments between me and weirdos, but that's just not my agenda. So this whole pretense that like I'm begging SJWs to come be on my channel. I'm not. You're not invited. You will not have access to my enormous audience, and yeah, that's just not going to happen.
Hail Caesar.
And all of you are blocked and muted. So if you were to tell me to F off, I wouldn't hear you. Go F yourselves. Thank you.
I got a couple super chats from GK. $5. This is a great ad for your book, and I heard EVS wants to show you some Georgia O'Keeffe art to match his wallpaper. Krista Joe for $2.99. Elliot, your voice acting is impeccable. Bravo.
Oh, well, thank you.
Bravo. Bravissimo.
It was the John Malin thing, right? That's what got you. Yeah.
So what was valid criticism, Mike? Out of I mean, look, even our enemies are going to have something valid that we could kind of go, yeah, well, they might have a point there. Did that guy say anything to you that you were like, and be honest, don't make this a bit, make it funny. What do you think you took from that might help you to improve your comics for next time? A lot of it was garbage, but something might have been good.
No, again, I didn't want to do a 2-page speech, so I was trying to truncate the message. So the speech thing, and then again, I didn't want to be. I'm trying to move the story along without belaboring the point. So when he was talking about how the blue-haired girl was voicing her opinion, I understand what he's saying. But again, I had to make do with a short amount of time. See, this is the problem when I worked Marvel style on this script. I plotted it out and I drew it out, and then I script dialogued it, and I'm like, I've got to do all this in these amount of panels, which is hard to do when you're writing. You're trying to develop things out. So that's why on the second issue, I'm actually writing it full script before I draw.
Mm.
And yeah, using the proper "your" would really
he got you there. I have to admit,
he totally got me on that one.
This is what she said about that. This is what Comicsgate gets for only hiring editors to be work girlfriends.
Roland Mann has been a professional editor since I got into the industry. 20. He's probably been in here for 30 years, and he's a teacher now. So I think I got a good editor. He just let something slip. Sorry, Renfamous.
Ooh, one typo.
No one's
People aren't.
perfect.
Yeah,
right?
really. One typo.
That's what they're straining at.
That's how good your book was, Mike. That's as much as we dunk on you. It was so good. All they could say was he had a typo once.
That's it.
There were a lot more in the first draft,
And a big hit.
They didn't even say that. That was you.
Oh man. I don't know. I only brought this up because you saying that you're blocked. I'm just showing you how active she is, and she's just fighting with everybody.
It's got to be.
She needs to get a life.
She must be exhausted. She needs a sandwich or something.
Dude, that is not healthy. Not healthy at all.
I said, when did Comicsgate become the new pearl-clutching comic censorship committee? And when did two aliens shape-shifting into fish before getting busy become bestiality?
Clearly, she didn't read the comic.
Yeah, no. Doesn't matter what fandom, doesn't matter what issue, doesn't matter how reasonable he seemed in private. He will say absolutely anything to get you on stage so he can throw knives at you and collect tips from his garbage subscribers. Just tell him to off.
Who,
That
Mike?
was my best impression of you,
I
Ethan.
think she's talking about you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what alternate world is this where I'm trying to get people to come on my stream?
I know.
People beg to get on my stream,
I
like
think
normal
she-
people.
Yeah, I think she's still recovering from when she went on that other stream and was completely
God.
humiliated.
Yeah.
You will not be the exception.
Herself.
She's
You will
reliving it.
No, she's still salty about it.
Mhm.
Yeah, she is. This is only 9 hours ago, by the way. You will not be the exception. You will not be the one person who finally gets the better of EVS on his stream. There is
You
no
won't.
better to get.
There
If
isn't. You will fail. You will be humiliated.
This is the best tweet she's ever said because she just comes right out and says it. Ethan, you can destroy anyone.
I will dominate. I will humiliate you. I will do to you what Erik Larsen had those 2 children doing in his comic.
Oh,
Right.
And it will affect you so badly that you will still 3 weeks later be ranting about it to yourself on your Twitter page. It happened to Jason, what's his face? He absolutely was humiliated and destroyed himself and never got over it. And it's happened to Renfamous, who, even though she did not come on my channel, she went on another channel to just talk about me. She destroyed herself and still can't get over it many, many, many weeks later.
yeah, PTSD.
When you lose to Ethan, it's like a super loss, man. It's like there's no coming back from it. That's it. You took a loss for the rest of your life.
And you will continue to cry about it, and you'll continue to tell other people to project it onto other people. But nobody's invited on my stream. I'm not looking to embarrass people.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm just looking to make money for Mike.
Yes. Speaking of Liam Gray for $5, Marvel Way is easier on the artist, but it is hell when you have an actual ongoing story and need to plant seeds and chart. I was told don't use it.
Do you think she's talking about Jason Ward?
When?
I think so. I think that's part of what she's. Although she did say here, there is no better to get if you're invited on his stream and you aren't there to kiss his and hawk your comic. You're there as fodder to be abused.
I'm trying to think of the last time I had someone on my channel that was not Comicsgate, and I guess that was the interview with Jason Ward. Right? Yeah. Well, listen, I mean,
Scott Kurtz, dude.
Scott Kurtz came on, and Scott Kurtz did great. I don't know what she's talking about. I think Scott Kurtz got his point across. He yelled at me about my ex-wife. That was embarrassing and weird.
Yeah.
I
think the problem is people like that who will come on just expose themselves for the dirtbags that they are.
Oh my goodness, guys! This call. I hope I said this right. This guy in the chat, Call Guil, says Ren is a libtard version of Annie Wilkes from Misery. Ethan, I could picture this perfectly. I could see her at your side just like that.
This one says,
"Duty head."
Share this with your followers. Share it with. Well, she sounds so weird. She sounds like Adolf Hitler.
Tell your mom.
Tell your mom. Print it out and make flyers. Stitch it into a jean jacket.
What?
Shout it from the rooftops. Friends don't let friends dream with sociopathic comic industry dropouts. Golly.
I thought I was fired.
Shirt. We've got to make a shirt.
I thought I was fired. It changes every single day with these guys, depending on. Is that Ben Shapiro crying? That's great.
I don't care about my feelings.
Ethan, they can never keep any story straight. That's one of their tropes. They always lie.
It goes back and forth. It's when they want to. I don't know. I'm not sure why, but sometimes it's you were fired, and then other times it was why did you destroy your own career by quitting? Whatever sounds good at the moment.
DJ Kong for $10 says, I'm still convinced Ren is paid by someone. I kind of am too. She treats all this too much like a job. She utterly failed to show that she cares or knows anything about comics on that stream. Yeah, I mean, I know how much time it takes to have one Twitter fight, and this girl is fighting multiple people all day long. I mean,
like if she had a YouTube channel, maybe I'd understand from her point, but like she's not getting monetized from anything.
Right.
So it has to get paid.
You're right. She hasn't even made time to make a sandwich and a bowl of cereal yet, and she's talking all this much. Look at this. Someone asked Yellow Flash Guy what happened between December and now. 2 months ago, one ridiculously brave woman came forward saying she was sexually assaulted by Esquivel, and YF attacked anyone who didn't immediately denounce him. But now he's Vic's biggest supporter.
Because there was proof.
Right.
Her narrative was so specific, and so easily verifiable. And this woman didn't have any power. These after Vic now, whether or not there's substance to any of the allegations or not, these people have the same amount of power that Vic has. This is peers against peers. This was a woman with zero power.
Her play's going to be gigantically full. She's got Comicsgate, Gamergate, Animegate, Gategate.
Don't worry, she'll clean her plate. Believe it.
And her saying that is why I had to come out and disavow Erik Larsen.
It's true. It's
Right?
true.
That's right. K Brady for $4.99 says, "Look how many people love being ordered around on that thread, proving NPC is in fact real."
What is
Yeah,
that?
they're taking their marching orders from this blue-haired bimbo.
She got a big reaction. Women sexually assaulted by Erik Esquivel came forward. Confiscate spends weeks. Women sexually assaulted by Vic Mignogna come forward. CG calls the victims liars. Back to you. 433 likes on that one. She got a good response to that. I wish sometimes I wish I could just agree with anything.
Wait a second. Whoa. Hold on. Women sexually assaulted by Erik Esquivel was the actual charge. Women getting kissed on the forehead and cheek during photo ops is the charge against Vic Mignogna. That's not exactly the same thing. We're talking women who claim to have been raped versus...
And didn't that Erik Esquivel, didn't he go after a minor in text even after she said she was a minor?
I recall that, yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, that was the case.
Yeah. Big difference.
But wait a second. Vic Mignogna did invite an adult woman that he just had dinner with back into his hotel room. He rubbed her eye and he said, "Let me be sweet to you."
Monster.
Yeah, it's an outrage. Human sexuality is an outrage.
Mm-hmm.
She said yes, and he bought her a box of chocolates.
Let me be sweet to you. Here you go. Here's some candy.
Here's some roses.
Yeah.
What does this say? Mike Miller's art style screams Bible comics and dental hygiene propaganda for children. These are two good things, as opposed to sodomize and Erik Larsen. Yes, that's not a horrible thing. And I, for one, think he should stop drawing comics about his self-insert hero. Do you view yourself as a muscular blonde man born in 1920? Is that how you view yourself, Mike?
That's how I view him. He's not Japanese. I've said that over and over again. Fake in Japanese.
I do wanna applaud her for saying Latinos instead of Latinx.
Yeah, thank you. Gosh.
All right. How much money did Lone Star make again?
113,300 and one. It was 113311 or something.
113K plus would work.
Mike, you sound so dumb right now.
Yeah.
113,000 plus.
I'm bad at that too, Mike. I don't know how to say money anymore. I see prices. I can't see the numbers.
Just say the numbers individually.
Yeah.
113311.
Are you sexually harassing us?
$13,311.
Yeah, sexually harassing. One's a nose. Oh Lord. Yeah. Do you guys want to keep going with this, or?
Nah, I'm tired of her.
They're roasting me.
Yeah, keep it rolling.
Wait, who is the guy that roasted who is he?
Just a random.
Okay.
Some rando.
Oh no, this is hilarious. Hold on a second. Let me read this real quick. Edwin, Vic is a Christian. His enemies do not have the same power. They're powerless. Truth is on his side. That was Liam for $5 Australian. But look at this. They paid Mike Miller $20 for 50 pages of this. So they show 2 of the pages where people are standing around talking. That's like all Marvel books now, is people standing around talking for 24 pages at a time. And so she like, this is her complaint.
But this is what I'm looking at this 13 hours ago. Like, this is all day. This is all day. It started all the way up here.
It's every day, bro, with the crazy mentally ill flow.
Dude,
Does she ever go for a walk?
Elliot, every day, even on her birthday.
It's every day, bro, with the mental illness flow.
Get a life, Ren. She's watching right now. Ren, we love you.
I did see one thing. What color is Lone Star's hair right there? I got a legitimate criticism. What color is Lone Star's hair right there?
Star is dirty blonde.
By the way, Rhaegar, nobody else got that joke. Nobody in this chat knew what I was rapping.
Oh, I didn't hear you. I think I talked over you.
Oh, Rhaegar got it. He was laughing.
Oh man! So there's comments about a Comicsgate subreddit. I didn't know that.
I thought we were kicked off of Reddit.
The story changes every day, Mike.
Oh.
I eat Captain Marvels for breakfast. I hate Captain Marvel. I swear. Okay, this one again. She keeps posting this again.
Ren, go for a walk. Things aren't this bad.
I don't see too much about me, though. I like that. It's mostly about Mike.
Well, that's because my comic came out.
She's gonna have to have separate channels for each gate. She's
Yeah.
gonna need an Ethan gate.
Yeah.
Threatening women for talking about creepy sexually assaulting people in our community isn't going to shut us up. So F off out of my mentions, A-bot. So weird. This is weird. What's going on here?
What the heck?
Did Nick get in blackface once? Is
That's
that
not
Nick?
blackface. That's brownface.
Brownface?
He looks
Red face.
He looks red in there.
You got the wrong color shoe polish.
He's an Oompa Loompa.
What's up with his fingers?
He used them to rub it on his face. So it's all over his finger.
Back of his hand or rub stuff on his face.
Maybe it's dry blood. We don't know.
Did Nick really do that? What?
The chocolate coating on Nick Ricchetta's thumbs. Maybe you should have Larson take a look at that.
Sakes.
He should grow his hair out again.
So what is this about? What was Ren or Gail talking about here?
Comics
Who
get
even knows?
well, they take even minor criticism to say. Where is there a whiner batch of crybabies on Earth? Yeah.
She
Yeah.
talks to one person and then she's like, "Oh my gosh, Comicsgate! They're such whiny babies." And then like 2 hours later, she'll tweet, "Oh, why do I care about Comicsgate?" But then all day she's just obsessed with us.
Only one person was criticized and freaked out. That was Erik Larsen.
Did Eric block you, Ethan?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, but he blocked me before that, and that's
he
kind of what I meant. Yeah.
Hey, let's
I
see.
mean-
Let's see if he blocked me.
I think you're under the radar, Elliot.
And this might be a good thing. I'm like a spy.
Yeah.
These
No,
fellas-
with a K, with a K.
Eric J. Larson, I think, is his Twitter.
Eric G. Larsen, yeah. He blocked me too.
And it's a K. Yeah, a K. Yeah.
There he is. No, there he is with the hand.
Oh, crud. Hold on.
Wrong one.
Come on, Elliot. We're trying to make this easy
How
for
do you
you.
know that was bad?
You forgot the J. Put a J in there. Yeah.
There
I
he
got
is.
it. I got it.
Look at that. You're in. You're in, man. Let's do it. Spectrum Ball for $5 says, I wonder if Renfamous needs to fill out a TPS report about her Twitter activity. The TOS, Terms of Service.
What does this mean? What is he trying to do here?
He's trying to inoculate Image from all of the freaking bizarre political anti-Trump stuff that he posts.
That was when the Michelle Perez stuff
Yeah.
happened.
Mhm.
And she was saying she wished that Zach would have died in an IED blast. and then they tried to distance Image from it, and so that's why they made that.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike.
Stop. Jeez.
Hey, Mike.
It's on the thing. I'm just looking. I can't help it. It's not. He's. I don't know what he's doing. He's not talking about anything.
No,
Doing
it's
a lot of
all
retweets.
political, anti-Republican, anti-Trump stuff. He's just. That's all.
He's so deranged.
Yeah.
Well, he lives in San Francisco, so
Oakland. He lives in the Oakland Hills.
I saw a picture of his house. He's got a great big house, man.
no, he moved. I think on Hate in SF.
No, did he?
Yeah, he talked about he bought a new house or something.
I feel like none of these people have normal friends that actually work normal jobs. They're just surrounded by weirdos on all sides.
So did he just invest well in the 90s? Because I know he's not making anything these days.
Yeah, picture Erik Larsen, because the thing about it is that in the 90s, these Image guys weren't getting their books out as quickly as they could have. Like, everybody thought this was going to last forever. Dale Keown got his paycheck for Pit #1 and disappeared for 3 years. But Erik Larsen, he was just like, fuck that. I'm putting out 2 books a month and nonstop. And he put out so many issues of Savage Dragon and collected those huge Image paychecks.
Yeah.
And
he made like $4 million in the beginning of Image.
Yeah, I don't see him driving around expensive, stupid cars, spending his money, like that. So
Plus, when his house burned down, he defrauded the insurance company.
Careful.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Erik told me this out of his own mouth, so this is not allegedly.
Okay.
He had a comic book collection given to him by his father, which had a lot of the old classic books in them. And then when his house burned down, he said they were all in mint condition.
Mm-hmm.
And got the money for those.
They got paid.
Scumbag.
Paid. Like
I think these comments here are about the critique on Malin's hand. I think that's what this is.
What? Yeah, how can he critique the greatest artist in the universe
of our time?
Our
Malin.
time and the universe.
Yeah.
Avatar is awesome.
Yeah.
He's aping Kirby.
What?
Who, Malin?
No, Larsen. I'm just saying, like, who does he think he is? He's aping Kirby.
We know.
For the people that don't know, he's aping someone else. And he's not original at all.
But then this guy says something different, and that's really the gist of it. It's not entirely unfair criticism. It's something I might criticize. Oh, okay. I see now. It's I also know that has a history of inappropriateness, so it's just not for me. What? A glorified dragon. There might be a couple of comments in here. I don't know what's going on.
They have a history of child sodomy, huh? Well, I'm glad I don't own any. So.
Yes, he is, because okay. Are you talking about the one image on the TV of an in-universe raunchy cartoon that's been a running gag in the comics since the early 90s?
Have they been raping kids since the 90s?
Yeah, right.
A commentary on cartoon sex and violence.
There's no commentary. It's just cartoon sex and violence.
He's calling it a cropped TV showing nothing remotely gratuitous, because child rape is not gratuitous or provoking from a mature reader's title.
Do you believe I used to look up to this guy?
I know, so did I.
Same.
I can't actually.
He called it the entirety of this faux outrage. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's why you blocked everyone you know, Eric, because anyone who mentions it, you block.
There are shortcomings.
Keep blocking.
And then it's not even that. Also, the Savage Dragon's wife in the book looks like she's 10.
I know. She totally
yeah, that's even weirder. And she's constantly sitting on his face on weird stuff. Like, what's wrong with her?
You don't hate the book.
There are shortcomings. Okay. All right, so I don't know if he's giving much more information.
Yeah, Trump is bad. Get it?
Orange man bad.
Mr. Miller, I've got filet mignon waiting for me and my wife. So as interesting as it is to bump on, I'm gonna sit down with my lady, brother.
All right, brother. Aloha. Have a good night.
See you, dude.
Later, Evan.
Good night.
Aloha.
Have a good one, Owen.
Aloha.
Wow.
Oh, look, something actually interesting.
Got some
Kirby art. Drawn at 12.5 by 18.5. Gee whiz.
Dang.
Gee whiz. He must have pulled his shoulder out.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, you see that?
You idiots accuse anyone who makes you angry of being a pedo. No. We're just commenting on what he actually drew in his comic book.
Right.
I'm not saying that
Yeah.
he's a pedophile. I'm saying that
Not
what
at
he
all.
drew was some disgusting
Child.
Disgusting. And I wouldn't put it past him if it were a cry for help. But I'm not gonna make any claims.
You're not going to
Good
connect
job.
the dots, so you're just going to leave the dots there.
Yes.
Here's the dots.
How good! Look, back up, man. Look how good Del Keown is. Look at that
Yeah.
Del Keown cover.
Mm-hmm.
I know, man. And then compare it to the Savage Dragon version of the same color.
Yeah.
We need Del Keown to be over here.
No, we don't. We don't need anyone to be over here.
Well, I mean, it's more like I want him to be over here. I love his art.
He says, for some time now, it has bothered me that I may have unconsciously swiped a Dale
Keown.
pick cover. Then a friend on Facebook reminded me that I had previously drawn this cover, so maybe I was unconsciously swiping from Dale after all and simply in a rut.
Everybody draws that. That's a common layout.
He's admitting it though.
Yeah. And then, but no, he's not admitting it. He's saying, no, Ron, you might think that I did. This is what he's doing.
Yeah.
It's a humble brag. It's he's going, you might think that I was swiping Dale Keown, but then look at this comics interview cover. I was swiping myself. Yeah. Checkmate, suckers. That's what he's doing.
Looks like he's raping the Punisher.
Yeah, it does.
I'm just gonna put that out there.
Oh, the Punisher must be underage at that point. Anyways, Liam Gray for $5 says, didn't Eric make Heavy Flow, who is the most degenerate character in modern comics? Like, this is a weird and troubled dude. Am I wrong? Yeah, he's certainly degenerate in the literal definition of the word. So.
All right, he sounds like he's not going any further. He doesn't have it. He's not as interesting as everybody would like.
None of these people are interesting. None
Well, I
of them.
think we've gone a day or two or a day past the actual thing, didn't we? Wasn't it like the 21st? Wasn't it?
Well,
yesterday?
yeah, but he's not even as exciting as Ren's. Like,
Well, that's
Oh,
what
yeah.
he posts every 10 minutes.
yeah, what a weirdo.
And, I think Eric is probably in hiding right now.
Yeah, she's trying to raise her profile. He's trying to lower it.
Yeah.
Who else should I check? Or
Yeah, how come nobody blocks you, Elliot?
He's a ninja.
I only post like, hey, I'm doing this. I'm it's all marketing for me. I don't ever really engage anything.
I don't think Elliot even checks his mentions, because I remember he did a commission for me, and when it came in, I tagged him in it, and I was like, guys, look at this beautiful art I got from Elliot. He designed or redesigned one of my characters. It's beautiful. And like a day or two later, Elliot sends me a text message. He's like, oh, hey man, did you get the commission yet? And I was like, I tagged you on Twitter.
Yeah, because I didn't understand. Look, I still have 17 that I haven't checked. I don't know.
Cam in the chat is suggesting Dan Slott.
Should I check that slot?
Yeah, why not?
He still has a.
Oh, what about Busiek? I thought I saw.
Oh, Busiek, I hate that guy.
Does he actually say anything though?
I thought he might have. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Spider-Verse.
Also,
Weird
what's
animal
been-
pairings. More Spider-Man stuff.
okay,
No,
well,
he's all business. Looks like.
Okay.
yeah. Yeah. All right. Who's the other one?
Oh, there was a Miss Marvel.
Keep-
Oh no, there was one for Ethan.
Hey, Mike.
Whoa, holy cow.
What's up?
That's impossible. Is that legit?
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Wow.
No way.
Who thought that was a good idea?
Oh no.
power pistol.
Because you're not meant to look at it that way. You're supposed to turn it into a gun, but you know what I mean? But if you do it the wrong way, that happens.
Somebody in the chat, I hope I said this right. Satchimodan says, guys, do we know if Todd McFarlane is a libtarded SJW? I really don't think so.
I doubt it.
I don't even want to know.
Mike, hey Mike.
If McFarlane were, I would be shocked, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know the guy. I never met the guy. But in the documentaries, he comes off as, you know, I think he said, like, when it comes to, like, you know, certain crimes, he'd be the first one to pull the switch.
Oh my god.
So, yeah.
What the
That's
heck?
hot.
I come back to this.
This is interesting to me. Like, oh, gee.
Now I'm starting to think Dan Slott might have some issues going on here.
He's just finding the toys. He's just looking for wallpaper. All right,
Yeah.
who's the other one? Kurt Busiek?
Yeah. A little bestiality with the monkey and a rat.
Hey, you had
No.
Scott Kurtz up there. Popped right up.
Hey, what is your best friend, Elliot? Is he your best friend?
My best friend of all time.
Yeah. Capital R.
Is Kurt Busiek? Oh, did I do that right?
What is he resisting?
Push-ups, sit-ups.
Healthy food,
Good setup.
Animal cruelty.
exercise.
Is that? Oh, that's my girl. Well, she was until Elliot pointed out her teeth.
Man, she's all right.
Malin Militia.
Her eyes don't freak you out. Her teeth are freak you out.
Who are we talking about?
Her eyes are crazy enough.
Who is she?
Ocasio Cortez. Her.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, no way, man.
It was the teeth that I
Oh,
couldn't.
the teeth are terrible.
Yeah.
She could eat that dog. Ah, she just did. Joking,
Democrats are so charmed by like idiots. I mean, they really are. Like that woman is dumb, but it's like
Mhm.
so charming. She'll have a long political career because of that. She'll probably run for president.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because she thinks she could. Bogus Fortune for $5 says, from the documentary I watched, he gave me a center-left libertarian businessman. Are you talking
There's
about
Mike-
Kurt Busiek?
No, he's talking about McFarlane.
McFarlane.
There's Mike's
Oh,
best
you guys
friend
were
with
talking
Dan
about
Pinotion. Mike and Dan Pinotion. Good friend.
What about us?
That would have been a good Bruce Wayne.
Well,
Wait,
look up, scroll up, because that's who. Right there. There he is.
Oh.
Ross used. You
Yeah,
know,
you can see it. Wow. Good job, Alex. All right. He's boring me to tears. Who else?
Yeah.
He looked a little more like Powers Booth.
Who?
Yeah.
The drawing, the Batman drawing. Yeah. In Deadwood.
Yeah, but if you see how Gregory Peck looked like, you know, in the 80s, you know, that's
Yeah.
how he looked.
Right one there. All right, anybody else?
I don't want to, like, I have these people blocked, and I've never wanted to look at what they were saying ever. It's poison. It's just cancer.
All right.
It's just a warm powder of cancer.
Yeah, let's talk about this awesome picture that Antonio Malpica made for me on my screen. Lock on that, Mike.
I did. Liam for
They
$2.
want to see Richard Pace, by the way. Yeah, actually, Richard
You
Pace
do?
and Jamal
Okay.
Igle.
Look it up.
Jamal
Oh, I don't want to see this.
Is that do I do
He
it right?
changed.
It's our pace, I think, is his thing. That'd be his handle.
Look at this definition, guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He colorized the black and white photo too of my face. Gave me a nice tan.
Who did
Hey,
that?
look at that. Richard Pace was smart enough to block Elliot. How about
yeah.
He still follows me on Instagram though.
That's
Hilarious.
But that means he used a block bot or something.
Elliot, if you just sign out of your account, we can get to it.
Go to Jamal Eichel. This is gonna be gold. I already know. Him or Kwanzaa.
Who?
Kwanzaa.
Liam Gray says, speaking of speaking of poll, we all laughed about Bernie yet? Oh, politicians, something like that.
How many times do we got to teach you a lesson, old man?
I wouldn't laugh. I'd be careful. I would be careful. A lot of people asked me about that today, and I said, I'm telling you, Bernie Sanders, man.
Bernie Sanders.
Trump's getting a second term. I already know.
Don't mess with Larry David.
Absolutely. I would bet $1,000 on it right now.
I would too, but I'm still saying, man, you can't don't underestimate these people. Get ready to fight.
I think Kwanzaa may have blocked me, I guess.
Yeah, like I think the real woke SJWs, the ones with the block bots, probably did. They're probably on to you, Elliot.
Okay. Who's the other one? It was Kwanzaa, and what was the other one?
Jamal Igle.
If Jamal Igle blocked you, it's game over.
Right.
No, there he is.
This one right here?
Yeah.
This is fun. All right, here we go.
Mike, are you better than him?
Is this his art?
No.
I don't even know what he does.
Yeah. See if we can find any of his art. He's not really talking Comicsgate.
He's got a blue check mark, so you must have a lot of followers? Is that how you do it?
No, you just have to ask for it, Mike. Just you go and look to register for your blue check mark.
Oh, really?
You passed something.
Yeah. You
what? He can't stand the Young Turks?
What? And he thinks Tucker Carlson's a thin-skinned man baby? You don't say. Oh, what is this? What is this? You can't build an army of fans on social media before they're already fans of your work, so become part of the community by being yourself. I can't stand SJWs and the way they do that.
Everything they say is retarded.
That's really stupid. You don't have to become part of a community. You don't have to do that.
What's this?
That's the wall.
Oh.
Jamal thought that was clever. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. It's not justice in a country that values civil society.
Her dad's mad at her.
He's mad at Tucker Carlson big time. Scroll down one more thing. Tucker Carlson, thin-skinned man baby, he's saying. And some guy says, why don't you go yourself, you tiny brained? And I hope this gets picked up because you're a moron. I tried to give you a hearing, but you were too fucking. So some other dude is yelling at Tucker, who's sitting there smirking. And Tucker's the thin-skinned man baby.
Yeah.
Got it. I love Tucker Carlson. He's great.
I know, right?
Splendopia in the chat has a question for the best artist in history. John Malin says, Malin, when are you working with Nasser next?
We'll see. We'll see.
All right, guys.
Maybe in the future, another cover or something is possible.
We will see, guys.
I have to say, Jamal isn't gabbing about Comicsgate too much.
Right? He doesn't seem like it.
So what's his claim to fame?
I would say maybe Supergirl. He did some Green Lantern. Like he was doing Green Lantern when Jeff and I took over. What would you say? What is Jamal's main thing? Jamal is somebody who's worked on everything, and he's kind of this fill-in artist. He's had some long, like super long runs on things. You know when editors used to just kind of go, I don't give a shit anymore about this book, and then put an artist on it and leave him there for 3 years, and the artist just met his deadlines. Jamal is that guy. Jamal has had long, bland runs on a lot of different titles, and nobody remembers them.
That's a perfect way to put it.
Knows who he is.
Yeah,
that was a perfect way to put it, you guys, because I never even heard of him until I found Zach's channel. And I was like, who the hell does this Jamal Igle guy think he is? And later I found out he's been around for like decades.
Yeah,
I'm 1138 said Jamal's like a permanent substitute teacher. Yeah, that's about right. That's really
I'm looking him up on Comic Book Database.
He's doing this book here for Ahoy Comics, which is weird. Ahoy Comics. That sounds very.
His career is basically over. But he's doing his own thing. Like, I'm glad he's working with Tom Pyre. I really like Tom Pyre's writing. I don't know what the wrong Earth is. Oh wait, scroll down. He's talking about me there with Rose Tico. Ethan Van Sciver's head just exploded. Yeah. And he got 645 likes on that. A couple things about that, Jamal. First of all, it's bullshit. It's not happening. And second of all, it wasn't my head that exploded. It was something else. I love a Rose Tico ongoing series. Would love it, dude.
Did he get the likes, or is it? Oh, it is from him, right?
Yeah. You got it. You mentioned my name.
I'm still trying to figure out how they calculate this thing. I still get lost in comments, and like when I try to click on somebody else's comments, and I'm like,
no, don't click on that. Click on his tweet, and you'll see. Click there. You'll see the comments.
So that's not a picture of him, right? Because I'm looking at him on Comic Book Database, and he's a big fat fella.
Yeah, he lost all the weight. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
These guys don't get it. I love it. Look at it. That was my first shot, the thought, and it brought a huge joy grin to my face. These people think I hate Rose Tico. These people don't understand that if Rose Tico got, first of all, I own everything Rose Tico, and if Rose Tico got her own show, I would make so much money commenting on the Rose Tico show. I would have a whole other channel to talk about the Rose Tico show.
You could sell all those figures, and
oh my god, yeah.
He will finally stop screaming about Captain Marvel and be yelling about it in multi-hour long streams for the entire March.
Well, yeah, I'll move on to Rose Tico. Absolutely.
Why not?
Look at all these people that think it's like an own. They don't get it. God damn, they're dense. Can't wait to continue to ignore him. Thank you. Thanks.
These people are just obsessed. It's pretty weird.
You know, Nasser, I am the biggest name in comics right now. And I don't say that very often, but I really am. Everybody, whether you love me or hate me, everybody's talking about me. Everybody. Yeah. And it wasn't like this before. When I was at DC, it wasn't like this.
Look at this one. The fact that he doesn't care about his YouTube videos and nonsensical fake outrage over nothing must be a huge blow to his overinflated sense of importance. But with all the saving of industries he's doing,
yeah,
1,000 followers.
Yeah, it's all crushing. These people have me down.
I'm like looking at everything. I can't seem to find anything he's spent more than like 4 or 5 issues on.
One could hope. Burn.
Yeah, I would die.
Why do they always bring that up? Oh my goodness, he cut the heads off of Rose Tico. I'm literally shaking. I can't even.
He needs to get a job.
I'm so triggered.
I do need to get a job.
Yeah, stop doing YouTube and get a job, Ethan. A real job.
Oh my goodness. He's repeating the same points. He'll never work at Marvel or DC at this point.
Well, I will say I was never told. I would not work at Marvel. And in fact, DC invited me back last June, and I didn't go for obvious reasons. But Marvel, I assume I can never work at Marvel again. I assume that.
They just couldn't afford you.
Well, I have no desire for it. It's so much work, man, for nothing. It's so much work for just not enough money. Why did that guy put a pedophile? All right, keep going. I want to see this. Don't
Liam Gray says history repeats itself. EVS is the new Stan Lee. And Midnight Images says Tico time with Ethan Van Sciver. Yeah,
These
dude.
people are all wishing for my death. You see that? They're all wishing for my death.
They got issues.
Don't be figurative. Hopefully his head will explode. There's somebody that's a fan.
So what? Doing what, a year and a half on Supergirl is his claim to fame?
Yeah,
It seemed like it was longer than that, but yeah, I think that's the main.
That's his 4 touchdowns in a high school game.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was more than that. It was 34 to 59. So it was, I mean, minus fill-in issues.
Yeah.
So that's almost 3 years. That's 3
What else
years.
did he do? He was on something else.
I don't
Remember.
I have to open up each individual thing, but that looks. Yeah, other than that, the longest thing he's been on was 6 issues.
Yeah. By the way, guys, if you've looked at Social Blade lately, your boy Yellow Flash is making $200,000 a year on YouTube.
That only counts advertising. That doesn't count super chats.
That's just advertising. That ain't super chats. That is correct.
That's
You're getting paid.
Nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Yellow Flash. Give me some of that money.
Big Sovereign fan, the homie Yellow Flash.
Get a real job.
Yeah, get a real job.
Yeah. Yellow Flash. Oh, Chip Willie, can't believe how much of an asshole he is. His art was always a joy to see, but now I'll likely have no reason to ever buy a book with his name on it again.
Looks like he did about 2 years worth of Firestorm.
That's what I was waiting for. He did the Jason Rush Firestorm series after Chris Cross was fired off of it.
Oh yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah.
Chris Cross got fired.
Yeah, Chris Cross was really good, but I think he did like 3 or 4 issues and just couldn't keep up with it or something. I could be wrong about that, but Jamal took over for him.
John Penn says to look into Jamal's marketing firm.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh.
Hey guys, I gotta go to bed. I actually have work in the morning, but this was too fun to go to sleep.
Have a good one now, sir.
See you guys.
By the way,
Later, Nas.
You kicked him.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
A heroic female character that isn't white? I'm on board for that. Signal. Cartoon animal avatar.
Wait.
What about Captain
Rose was heroic?
Not really.
Psycho.
Yeah, she wasn't really a hero.
She rammed her love interest at going in like 250 miles an hour in another beat up vehicle. I think she was.
She tried to kill.
Okay. Does he have something further?
Oh, short replies. Let's see what else.
Oh, my back.
The main villain should be some repulsive, horribly insecure, tiny, sentient, worm-like alien called Skyver Van. That's badass. I would like that.
That's actually a cool name, Skyver Van.
Yeah, Jeff already did it. There's a Green Lantern villain called Skyvor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
At least he's living rent free in yours.
Oh no! Tyler Preston points out that there's an Asian woman crashing her car into another car. With the worst stereotyping.
Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah, that's it. Oh
it
wait,
is bleak out there, man. These people are sad.
Yeah.
What
So-
are Jamal's sales figures on his Broken World or whatever it is, the comic he's doing?
Let me look it up.
Yeah, we should see where that lands. I'm curious about the top 300 and basically what you have to do to be on the top 300 at this point. I think I heard that to be on the top 100, you've got to be selling 21,000. And that worried me. I was like, I don't know if I can get Cyberfuck to sell 21,000 copies, but boy, That would be sweet.
What's the name
But
of
all that money would go to you, you know?
Yeah.
Ethan, what's the name of the comic?
What is the name of Jamal's book? Something World.
After
sorry,
Earth?
Elliot. What is it?
Wasn't it like After something? After Earth or
Broken World? Was that what it was? Broken Earth or something like that? Should I
See,
go back?
it just sticks with you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The Wrong Earth. People are saying the Wrong Earth.
Yeah.
Parallel Worlds?
I only learned about it because Zach did a review
Wait,
of it.
what's it called then?
It's called The Wrong Earth.
Wrong Earth.
The Wrong Earth. All right, I'll look it up.
Let's see how it's doing.
Wrong Earth top 500.
Wrong.
December 2018.
Does it have anything in his? I don't understand. I don't like Twitter.
Wrong Earth number is 306. Wrong Earth number 4 sold. Are you ready?
Yeah.
2,495 copies.
That's not good.
No. What's it? What's Aho? What's that publisher?
Ahoy Comics.
Oh, Ahoy.
Aho.
That's what it says.
Aho Comics. Well, what did number 1 sell? Could you find the number 1? Because that's number 3, man. Number 1 probably did like 10,000 then.
November was October then? Oh wait, was that number 3 or number 4?
I don't remember. I think you said number 3.
Oh look, it's the Brie Larson cat. And more of them. Oh, Ahoy Comics likes cats. Whoa, that's creepy. Wow, there's a lot of cats here.
Oh my gosh! Wait,
Why are
number 2 only sold 1,747?
Oh, so it's actually going up in sales.
Yeah, so let's October, September.
What is with Ahoy Comics?
Wrong Earth number 1 sold 8,251 and then dropped to 1,700 on the second issue.
That's bleak.
And then came up to 2,500 by 4. So looks like 2,500 is going to be his stabilization point.
Yeah, they have Comics Ahoy. Ahoy Comics, comicsahoy.com.
Chips Ahoy.
Yeah, no, I'm hungry for some cookies now. They got two identical heroes, different as day and night, trapped in each other's worlds. Yeah, the idea is like if Batman was
what's his face? Kevin?
That's what I was thinking. It looks like Kevin McGuire, really, but it isn't.
that right there?
No.
No, the superhero drawing.
That's Jamal.
That's Jamal?
Yeah. He's doing because I only followed it. I looked it up online, and it's supposed to be like Batman in this world. If 70s Batman ended up in our world, and our world Batman ended up in the 70s, in the 60s Batman world, whatever.
Okay, I can answer your earlier question now, Ethan. Yes, I'm better than he is.
I thought so.
The cats.
Yeah, what are the cats, man?
I don't know. Well, I guess they have this comic that has a bunch of cats. So yeah.
Who did that? Is that that's Jamal?
Yeah.
What is that? Cats for Planned Parenthood.
What?
It's shown there.
Captain Ginger.
It showed up on your cursor when you held it over that thing. It said Cats for Planned Parenthood.
Oh gosh, really?
Can you imagine? Is there a more leftist company in the world than Ahoy Comics?
Mm-hmm.
Is there? I never even heard of them.
I never heard of them either until right now. But they're obsessed with cats. They're crazy cat people, and they're all about Planned Parenthood. And they're publishing Jamal Igle. I mean,
yeah.
Let's see. What do you think? A comic has to sell like 10, 12,000 copies to to make a penny.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, Marvel DC comic, not like, you know,
Yeah.
at pro rates. You know, it costs like $15,000 standard pro rate to produce a single comic, but average.
It's bad, man.
Well, I don't think they're making any money on 2,500 copies.
No.
I'm just saying. I think you have to be in the top 150 comics if you're Marvel or DC to be making any money on monthlies.
Yeah. I'm eating peanuts, guys, in the chat.
Are you, Peanut Man?
Yeah.
So you're saying if I sign out of my profile, I can go into other people's stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. I go. Okay, but now I can't do anything.
Just hit back.
What?
Just hit your back button. There you go. Now you can.
You don't have to log out. Just use like an incognito window.
Or what difference does that make?
You don't have to sign out on incognito when now he's got to sign back in.
It's not that hard to sign back in.
Yeah, it is.
I forgot my password already.
There's Richard Pace. You found him. He's advertising his convention appearances right in his name. That's so sad, man. That picture of him is really sad.
Hey, Mike.
I wonder if he's got any updates on that Kickstarter.
Ooh. Who drew that Hellboy?
Richard Pace.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He can do some stuff, but I don't know.
Kind of looks like Tony Moore.
Yeah. No, but only in short spurts. Like, you can do a pinup or a little sketch, but telling a story, you can't.
Oh, what's it say? Hate groups have increased 30% from 200 people to 260.
Does that include people wearing MAGA hats?
He's not talking.
He's not talking anything. He's probably got everybody blocked too. Well, he's got you blocked, Elliot, which means he has to have everybody blocked. Oh, there's a Ren Famous one.
Where?
Up. Okay.
Oh. Oh, wait a minute. That first bit is great advice if you want your art to suck, JS.
Never allow your art to be commentary. Never allow your artist self to mutate into a propagandist. That's absolutely right.
Yeah, but Mike, you just did it.
No, I said it's not propaganda. I can have my world view, but it's not. I don't play it out as propaganda.
All right.
So listen to this. This is the formula for gutless and soulless work. Nothing of real, lasting cultural value has been made this way, and nothing ever will.
Except for
Mouse.
Is he responding to Ren?
Yeah.
That's weird.
They say shit like that, and it's just all nonsense. It's like, that doesn't mean anything, dude. You're not thinking through. Lots of things are made that have lasting cultural value.
Yeah.
I've most of Comicsgate blocked for ages, and I rarely have to engage with them. Yet they still telling lies about me and stalking my social media. Not as good as fans like to work with them.
Poor Richard. What a victim.
Yeah, we're definitely not stalking your social media, Richard.
What?
We're not doing that right now.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, we're definitely not.
I got a super chats here. Tyler Preston for $5 says, "Yo, Mike, I keep seeing NPCs repeating how Lone Star is a ripoff of Captain America while ignoring how Batman is a total ripoff of the Shadow and Zorro."
Zorro too.
Look at everything's like Ku Klux Klan hoods with Richard. Retweeting Ku Klux Klan. That guy's got a pizza stain on his hood, though, for real.
Their favorite characters are
Respect the hood.
Miles Morales and Spider-Gwen.
Yeah.
Two clones.
Jesus versus vampires, Mike. How do you feel about that? The loaded platform.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pass.
Tim Silly says, a reminder that you can still get my controversial comic about Jesus from Image. You can't get Richards, though. Not from DC. Sorry.
Tim's not a crazy leftist. I think he's a leftist, but he's not like.
No, I like him.
Blocked anybody.
But Tim's on the verge. Again, all of these guys who you're friends with, that they're lefties, I'm telling you, they're going to bite you as soon as they can. Swimming with a great white.
Yeah. Lewis Michael for £10. Nice. What a coincidence. I'm almost ready to interview a creator on my channel that got a few of his creations stolen by Larsen. We will do it next week as it takes some time to get into all the info. Interesting, Lewis. Keep me up to date on that. I'd like to check it out.
I'm done eating the peanuts. Don't worry, guys. I finished them.
You finished all your peanuts?
Yeah, I had like a handful.
Handful of peanuts in your mouth?
Yeah.
Nice healthy snack.
Yeah.
How do you eat? Do you eat them really slowly? For a while, when I was trying to keep my carbs super down, everything else down, I was like just nibbling on peanuts.
Yeah, that's how you start out, and then by the end of that, like I had maybe 25 peanuts in there, and then I just poured them into my mouth in 2 big like mouthfuls. And
yeah. It's like peanut
butter. What is he talking about? He doesn't get interaction really.
Yeah, 12 likes, 2 shares, or 1
I
share.
think that's why a lot of them jump on the talking crap on CG, because that's when they only get attention.
But I mean, what does that get you? Like oh god, that's ugly, dude. It
has to get them some work. Has to.
Mike, look at that Judge Dredd. You want to be critical of that Judge Dredd?
No, I'm not going to.
Mike, you see what's up though, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I professional courtesy.
Mike, that's unprofessional. Mike, I made fun of you for drawing people's heads too big, and look at that.
Yeah, he's got a really big jaw. Like
Mike,
extra big jaw, and then a tiny microcephalic head.
His waist is where his like rib cage should begin. His waistline is where his nipples should be.
Okay, he obviously needs. Oh my gosh! Look at just the lineup.
How thin and narrow. Look how narrow that waist is.
I know. He's emaciated. This is obviously a Judge Dredd who really needs a sandwich.
A mayonnaise sandwich.
He hasn't. You know, it is an apocalyptic world he lives in, so it's obviously difficult to find nourishment. He's out there working hard.
Mike, you're being too generous.
100 calories a day. It's, it's just a more realistic take on the character.
Hey, so we spent all this time rendering his head and the eagle feathers on his shoulder, but now we get to the belt. I don't want to do this anymore. Scribble, 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 scribble. Knock it off, man.
He just changed the pace. Oh. Judge Quito.
So yeah, boring.
What?
What's his name?
Wait, what's the headline say? I can't.
Chicago police are saying the attack on Jussie Smollett was inaccurate, staged or unconfirmed.
And his response was when was this?
February
15th. This is the most disgusting and deceptive headline I've read in years. The police deny saying any such thing, yet Variety writes this.
Ah, you idiot. I've read your pace. You freaking idiot. You stupid clown. You dope. You fat Canadian idiot.
All those people are quiet now.
Yeah, every time Ethan is brought up, the next thought is how everything he touches needs to be disinfected.
No, that's Doug.
Yeah. What is this?
retweet if you'd be proud to be featured in one of Ethan Van Sciver's spotlight videos about people on Twitter who stand against Comicsgate. Well, you're on one right now, Ren. Oh wait, that's my channel. Never mind. Come on, everyone. The guy needs excuses not to finish his comic. Help him out. Celebrity impression do you want Ethan to attempt when he reads your tweets? Well, you're all just soy boy impressions, right?
Gorlami. I love it.
She really doesn't like it when I make videos about her. I didn't realize that. I had no idea.
I think she loves it. I think she loves the attention. Gets her 8,000 followers.
Oh, yeah.
Inside. Arthur Brown says, I got in an epic fight with Richard today on Facebook. Oh, Facebook, you say?
Epic, huh? Epic.
I'm just going to repeat. I am the biggest thing in comics. I'm the biggest name in comics. It is clear. There is no one bigger than me. Scott Snyder, Brian Michael Bendis, pale in comparison to the human sunbeam that is Ethan Van Sciver. These people all talk about me night and day. Night and day.
Dream about you.
You live in our heads. Rent free.
All of them are worried about how Rainbow Brood is going to do. All of them are worried about it.
Dude, Rainbow Brood is going to kill it.
And they're helping. How could Rainbow Brood do anything except for extraordinarily shocking business when all these people do is talk about me?
Yeah, I think it's going to be huge.
Jason Fleece says, I blocked him. I don't remember blocking Jason Fleece.
Did he say that?
He says, I'd tell Ethan to bring it.
If the coward
what is this, a cheerleading competition? You weirdo. Bring it. What are we going to have a dance off? 16 likes. Bring it.
Liam says the human sunbeam outshines them all. And Project Mage Punk for $5 says, EVS, I was delighted to hear Eric July comment on your stream earlier. Eric July.
Yeah, Eric July.
I hope to see him on some Comicsgate streams soon. Who's Eric July?
He's a libertarian hero, an icon. He's a musician. He's a star.
Oh, Ripper? Young Ripper?
Yep.
Yeah, he's really has some interesting views. I've been watching his videos recently.
July is awesome. He destroys all that whole identity politics thing.
Wait, a musician? Is he a rapper?
I think he's a singer.
Oh.
Mike, does that look like me? It does look like me.
The eyes.
Yeah, it's in the eyes.
The expression. The expression nails it.
Not the nose, guys. Don't say the nose.
It's the eyes.
Ethan, your hair is very golden.
It
And the
is.
hair is similar.
Yeah, the little wisps left over on the right are pretty golden too.
I'm dressed better though, so fuck that. Way better.
What is this?
Maybe I should unblock him.
Which guy is this again? I forgot.
That was Cleaver Sutherland that posted that.
This is Richard.
No, but I mean, what thread is this?
Richard
Is this
Pace.
Pace? Oh.
Is that Pace?
Yeah. It was based on he was you know what? It might be
I think
Renfamous.
it's Renfamous.
Yeah, it is Renfamous.
Hey, Antonio.
What's going on, everybody?
So Chris,
Yeah. Critics.
Bogus Fortune says Eric July is anarcho-capitalist, not libertarian.
He also claims to be libertarian.
We take it as a... we live in an anarcho-capitalist commune. Well, who's your king? We don't have a king.
Oh, I was just watching that today. I was
Yeah.
See, they say thing to her that, like people say to me, stop giving him attention. He's literally making money off your hatred for him. People say that to me all the time. Whenever I mention Runfamous, everybody freaks out.
Yeah, but she's not, unless she's getting paid, she's not monetizing this.
Yeah.
Seymour says, got my digital copy of Lone Star. Great work, Mike. Thank you more. Feel free to post something about it on Twitter.
So I think that was the only one of the few times I mentioned you.
Yeah. In a while. In the month of February. The last half of the month of February.
Yeah. Well, since he's blocked everybody, at least.
Oh, hey, what about that guy? The guy that did that book. Is he on Twitter? The guy that wrote that book?
The writer?
I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
Russell. Look him up.
Why are we
It's like high school.
I know.
What did he sign in your yearbook?
Yeah, going through the yearbook.
He said, what is his name at?
Mark Russell. Just
Mark
go to search Twitter. You don't know.
Yeah, that Judge Dredd sucked, man. But that Hellboy was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is it with a C or K?
K.
Work it out, Fernandez.
Gosh.
Hey.
Disease.
Right there, Mark Russell. Is that him?
Sure, why not? We'll make it him regardless.
CEO of a great charity helping the homeless.
No, I don't think that's him.
Yeah, let's rag on him. Let's go.
That's the good Mark Russell.
I saw his name here somewhere. That's why I'm looking it up. Because he mentioned the book.
Doesn't Richard Pace look like Biff?
Yeah.
No, not really. That's a strange picture of him. You have to see him in real life. Like that picture gives the wrong impression.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. I mean, that picture, it looks, you know.
That's like a catfish picture.
Yeah. You could tell he's posing for a purpose.
Maybe he's not on Twitter.
He doesn't get a lot of traffic either. Not very, very little. Well, except for this. 49,000.
Well, that's Brian Krasenstein. Who the hell's Brian Krasenstein?
Where's Mark Russell? Is he on here at all?
Let's
try again.
Maybe he's not on social media. He's too busy writing all those wonderful comics.
Wait, it might be this.
That's him.
Every nation.
Eyes are losing comic book writers behind the Flintstones, Snagglepuss, Red Sonja, and the Wonder Twins. Are you about to run the twins also?
Him.
And he's also him.
Verbal thing.
He's
a him.
He's a what?
He's a
He's
him.
He's a loser.
Oh,
I totally ignored that right there.
If you put that you're a he him, I just assume that you're trans.
That monkey is terrible.
Okay, so he's the Wonder Twins guy.
Yep.
And the Jesus book guy.
Yep. And the gay Snagglepuss guy.
Okay.
Hey, Mike.
It's terrible.
It's everywhere. All right. So does this guy comment at all? Have you seen any CG?
Anything? Yeah. I'm trying to.
Oh, what's
I
that?
want to see if he commented anything about losing the deal at DC. Although he claims that he took it away from DC, which is just bullcrap. Nobody takes a book away from one of the biggest publishers in the country.
Dude, this guy is writing a Lone Ranger book.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's got to be super cringe.
Yeah, Ethan, talk to freaking Nico about that.
Okay.
Maybe you can do a cover.
I don't wanna do anything, dude.
So he retweeted this.
Oh, there we go.
It's every day, bro.
Sorry.
But the second coming is coming, just not from DC Comics. We don't care, dude. We just don't want you at DC Comics when we thought it was funny. That's all.
Yeah.
Probably gonna go to Image.
Yeah. You know, go to Image.
I'm sure it'll fit right in an Image.
Mhm.
Right next to Savage Dragon.
Yeah.
And by the way, I didn't really care. I just thought it was funny when the book didn't even make it to issue 1.
DC canceled orders. Yep. It will get half the sales from
Oh, it's not my
DC.
drug of choice. What's your drug of choice? And Imagine ordered to the universe. Loser. Little dig at God.
Yeah.
I
This
pray.
guy's no fun at all.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought it said mail-in. It said mailman.
Gosh. Oh, he's putting me to sleep, actually. Like,
Yeah.
The time is up. Time is up, guys. Time is up.
all right. Well, there you go. That was our little jaunt.
Are we stalking? We were stalking. You know,
Twitter stalking.
Keep it real, Elliot.
Yeah, we were stalking, or jaunting into stalking.
Yep.
And, this guy's Snagglepuss face is awesome
Who puts that you're an Eisner losing comic book writer?
because he's trying to be ironic.
yeah, Mag Visage was nominated. You know, I like the nominated better.
Right.
I'm gonna put that in there. I'm Eisner nominated too.
Elliot, you're showing everybody your login stuff. What are you doing?
Keep going, Elliot.
But I don't know what it is anyway.
Can you go to your bank account, Elliot?
Yeah, well, it's empty. You can have it.
Check your savings, Elliot.
Yeah.
Jim N asks, "Will Mark Russell be able to learn to code?" I somehow doubt it. Found some loans.
Did you guys hear about what's going on with YouTube? The comments.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. They can demonetize you for the comments you're getting.
Really?
What?
Well, that's what they're saying.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, you mean like yeah, I heard something about that where they can take that money and give it to some charity or something.
From Super Chat.
They can take your money.
But yeah, he's saying they can demonetize you for comments.
Oh, that's new.
Yep.
Yeah, pay attention, Mike. Jeez.
Yeah, you know what? Let's talk about this Kickstarter thing.
What's that?
Because you yelled Kickstarter in the chat. My son's gonna launch his game.
Oh yeah, gross.
On Kickstarter because that's where the game audience is.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Kickstarter.
Yeah.
And I pointed out that YouTube is just as anti-conservative as Kickstarter is, and yet we're all here because this is where the audience is.
Yeah, it's also on Indiegogo. Snap.
The gaming audience is not. The comics audience.
I guess we'll never know. We'll never know, will we, Mike? Someone has to take that
Oh, we
step.
will, because we'll run it on Kickstarter first, and then we'll bring it over to Indiegogo, and we'll see.
We. We're not going to be your leftovers, Mike.
It's not like I'm not going to help my son run his freaking campaign.
Am I in the video game?
It's not a video game. It's a board game.
Oh, am I in it?
No. There's
Well, maybe I should be. Maybe I should be, Mike. Let's make this happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike.
Then you'll have my full support.
All
This is
right.
how business works, Mike.
All right, you can be one of the meeples.
Yeah, a werewolf. Thank you.
So, Mike, did you miss my my review of some of the articles on the New York Post?
Oh, come on, dude. Don't just say
Right here.
that.
This is
GK.
legitimate news.
GK for $5. Canadians.
Didn't Mike leave your show because of this?
Check out Hindustan Times review of Brie Larson's Basmati Blues. What?
And is that real?
It is. It's Australia.
Well, I don't know. I mean, is it like an Onion article?
This is the New York Post. What are you talking about? This is like hard hitting news.
Yeah, the New York Post. Yeah.
All right.
It's actually it probably.
How long did that flight take?
World News.
Did you see this, Ethan?
It's his flight path. How long did that take?
I think he just drew it on a screen or something.
415 miles in total. Come on, Elliot, read these articles.
It wasn't voted on.
2 hours. It took 2 hours for the plane to do it.
That's
Look,
a dedication.
Instructional aircraft.
I'm not concerned about that one. I'm more concerned about this one.
John, don't let him go. Don't let him off that easily.
What are you talking about? This one right here.
Say, read those articles.
Want to read the article?
Yes.
A pre-zoo shopping trip ended up a little more educational than one mother of 5 had hoped. Tanya Husnu said she was shocked when her 4-year-old son ran up to her claiming the toy lion she had bought him at Melbourne, Australia Kmart had a willy.
Yeah.
Confused, the 33-year-old mother looked at the toy and sure enough, under the lion's tail was an unmistakable depiction of male genitalia.
Yeah, she's probably going to be more shocked when she finds out that the animals at the zoo actually have these. And when the rhino is taking a turd that's bigger than your arm, yeah, they should sell that.
You're missing this, though. Adding to the confusion, the toy elephant and hippopotamus she bought for her other children didn't have any such appendages. Just the lion.
Oh, discrimination. I see it now.
Anyway.
Willie.
There you go.
Thank you for reading that, Elliot.
You're welcome.
That is definitely a peanut.
Ocasio-Cortez.
It's either that or this guy. Where is he? Look at this guy's name. Being named Assman is all it's cracked up to.
See, this has got to be a joke site.
It is. Like the
I was in Seinfeld.
What are you talking about? Listen, after reading about Dave Assman's endless trouble in getting a personalized license plate in Canada, German native Frank Assman of Wurzburg felt inspired to reach out to the Post to commiserate with always being the butt of the jokes. I just read the news. I just report it. You want me to read it? I'm just happy just to read the headline. That's funny.
What is this? This is written by Frank Assman about Dave Assman?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
This can't be real.
I'm just saying.
They have something in common.
This is meta.
My name is Frank Assman. Yes, I'm a real Assman from Germany. And I was shocked when my colleagues from the US forwarded me Dave Assman's bitter fate on his fight against Canadian bureaucracy. Yeah.
Fight the power, brother.
And Jussie Smollett. There you go. Boom.
Yeah.
Smell it. Can you smell it?
Yeah.
Anyway, I thought you'd appreciate that, Mike. Because you left. I didn't want you to leave.
Yeah. You were trying to scare me away.
What's going on here with the doorbell lickers? What's going on with that?
What?
Isn't it intriguing?
Nothing wrong with it.
Drugs, dude.
Look at that face. He's like, it's going to be tasty.
That's me.
That's
So I spend my off time.
Over there.
Drinks giant slam for claiming coconut milk makes breasts bigger.
It doesn't, but wolf milk does.
Wolf milk does.
Oh.
This is some weird stuff on this
Yeah.
page.
Why?
Because this is the weird.
Why are you looking that up?
Let's see the woman making a handbag out of her own skin. Somehow this interests me.
This is from the Sun.
She wrote my skin.
Approximately this piece to use.
God. A woman is
From her
trying to find a
amputated leg?
designer who will make her a handbag out of her own skin from her amputated leg. Gosh, this is gross.
Oh man, that is hardcore.
My stomach just turned.
She's 55.
It's called My Leg Handbag.
Joan, who did not provide her last name from Manchester, England, posted the bizarre request online, called it My Leg Handbag. The 55-year-old revealed she had peripheral arterial disease, and it was looking very likely she was going to have her lower left leg amputated. But rather than saying goodbye to her limb forever, what, you're gonna keep that handbag forever? It's disgusting.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you just keep it in the closet, you know.
Gotta put lotion on it.
Rub a little farmer all.
Won't it rot? I mean,
Yeah, get ashy.
Oh, they'd have to leatherize,
Yeah. Shave
Yeah,
it.
see, Larry.
shave it, leather.
Anyway,
You could get it tattooed first.
Man.
That's where I come in.
I love this stuff.
I didn't even know New York Post had articles like that.
Yeah, it's in the WTF section on the site. Like, I wanted to read this one. Restaurant slam for revolting Valentine's Day sign.
That sounds revolting.
Where is it?
Uh-oh. It says here, uh-oh. On Valentine's Day, open the car door for her. After Valentine's Day, open the car boot for her.
What?
Whatever.
I don't get it.
Is that the trunk? Is
Yeah.
that like a British thing?
Is it the boot that they put on the tires?
No, the boot is the trunk in Britain.
Hey, Mike.
Oh,
Mike.
come on. I don't like this movie.
Hey, Mike. Mike.
Yeah,
Mike, may the force be with you.
and also with you.
Mike, do you ever notice that? Mike.
That he's wearing a Graflex flash holder.
That is symbolic.
The silhouette of Luke.
Like, did you ever notice
So-
that?
Yeah.
Mike, what's that look like to you?
A Graflex flash holder.
Chewbacca and C3PO.
Mike.
It's a Graflex flash bulb holder, man.
Mike, C3PO and Chewbacca, do they look like they're envious of something, Mike?
They are impressed.
Mike,
Oh my gosh, C3PO is totally looking over there.
Oh yeah, this is real.
That's hilarious.
Mike.
Actually, Chewbacca looks like, what?
All right, Mike.
He is
Look,
the
the
one.
Y-wing looks like what do you call it?
He is the chosen.
female reproductive system.
Mike, what is Obi-Wan looking at?
Yeah.
Mike, eye lines.
Yeah.
Chewbacca.
And Grand Moff Tarkin is looking at you like, what are you looking at?
Yeah, Grandma Dog is looking away like you would. Like, I'm not looking.
Looking at TK421. He's like, do you copy? But these guys are all
Fascinated.
fascinated. All right, Mike.
What about Han? What's he looking at?
Tarkin is not amused.
No, I don't know.
He's angry.
Too.
All right, Mike.
He's looking at Kylo Ren.
No problem.
Bullet says fleshlight. That's not right.
Yeah.
Oh man. I don't know if you guys know this, but I've been passing a kidney stone for the past couple days.
Nice.
It's
That
been-
happened in Deadwood.
Deadwood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's weird. I haven't had a really, really bad one for like 15 years, and today's I had a bit of unpleasantry.
Oh. Are
You
you
love salt?
are you urinating blood?
Not yet.
Okay.
Oh,
Don't push it out too hard. You'll have a stroke.
Well, I can't really push it out. It's like, it has to go from your kidney to your bladder through the tube that connects your kidney to your bladder, and then that's have you ever seen a kidney stone?
No, I've heard him described.
It kind of look like remember that spaceship in the original Superman movie that flies through?
Yep.
Superman flies earthen.
Like
They
a
kind of look like
crack rock.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're like little crystals, just with sharp crystal shards sticking everywhere. So it has to make its way from my kidney to my bladder through that little tube. And
How long does it take?
usually it does not take this long. It's been like since yesterday morning.
Hey, Mike. Mike.
What?
Mike.
What?
What's this remind you of, Mike? Mike. In just 2 minutes, this man's face is gonna look terrific, Mike. Just 2 minutes.
He's clearly gonna wash his face with some face scrub.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you're implying.
Strong hands.
Hey, Mike. Mike, what's that remind you of?
A clean face.
Mike.
Be honest, Mike.
Honestly, that arm reminds me of Matthew Weldon. That is one hairy arm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mike, why is he wearing his watch in the shower? If this were a shower, Mike, why would he be wearing his watch?
Why is he wearing it with the face down?
Yeah.
Because they've got to show that he's got 2 minutes.
Makes him look like an asshole.
He's got a wonderful manicure.
Hey, Mike. The man's face is going to look terrific.
Well, it's going to be nice and clean.
All right, Mike.
All right. Something Doug doesn't use. I don't know. Does Doug wash his face at least? I don't know. Pound a 12-pack, Mike, and urinate it out. Actually, I'm going to start on that. Actually did help. Someone in the chat yesterday was saying I should drink some beer. And actually, after I drank some beer. Oh, yeah. There's one. John's got. That's, yeah.
What does beer do for you?
I don't know, but it didn't hurt as bad.
Oh yeah, get drunk, dude.
I know.
Yeah, alcohol is a painkiller.
Yeah.
People. You have to be explained this?
I mean, it hasn't helped me yet, but
Yeah, these are all kinds of fun.
Drink more. Drink more.
Is that what it looks like, Malin? Ugh,
Yeah, it's a kidney stone.
that looks painful.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a kidney stone.
Yep.
Eesh.
Well, I just break them up in my body. You know, like a man.
Yeah. Yeah, the largest one I had was about 6 millimeters.
Mhm.
Hey, Mike.
I usually have a lot of smaller ones. So.
Mike. Mike, do you want my Levi's shirt, Mike? Mike, it's a shirt that says Levi's.
I see that.
Do you want to wear my Levi's shirt, Mike? Mike, if you want to borrow a shirt, I've got one that says Levi's.
It says
I like
Levi's.
how you keep saying it, Levi's.
Very clearly says Levi's.
It says Levi's, Mike.
Yep.
You want to wear this?
I'm
It says
good.
Levi's.
Good.
All right, Mike.
Oh yeah, that's weird because I didn't read Levi's when I first saw it. What did you read? Yeah, it looked like penis.
Come on.
No, what are you
What?
talking
Would
It's
Ethan do that?
scientific word, Mike.
What-
Don't be afraid of your body.
Do you think Ethan would do that on my stream? He respects me far too much.
No, I think he wanted to show you Levi's shirt. It had a good style.
I'm more offended at that stone. I'm scared.
Should I take that off?
I'm scared.
It looks like Doomsday, dude.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
kind of does.
All right, here. There you guys go.
That's much better.
Yeah,
Hey, Mike,
I'll put up something soothing.
you think pianists are your favorite orchestral type players?
Wait, what?
Pianists, are they your favorite like players?
Oh,
Musician.
musicians. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
they're very talented.
Oh,
Mike, I really don't think Mike, I have a few of these. I have a few of these Levi shirts. Mike.
Hold on, my
Get that card ready, Mike, so you can get some.
oh, I see it.
And I could hear the guy designing it saying, "No way, man, that's the font."
I mean, they had to do it on purpose, right?
Nah.
No, sometimes they do that. Like, no way, man. Like, no, I know it looks like that because they don't want to go through the work of changing it. Or
Yeah.
Too close to the work.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, it's built strong. Mike, it's crafted with pride.
Hold on, my Chrome is crashing.
All right. All right, Mike.
Chrome crashing. Good excuse, Mike.
I've got to.
That's so funny.
I only do this because it kills Elliot. That's the only reason.
Hey, Mike, did you ever hear of Mara Shin Megami Tensei?
Who hasn't?
Me. It's new to me.
It's okay, Mike.
Is there more?
Well, I mean, you know,
Did he
I
leave?
always have things to show Mike.
Elliot is saving all these.
He might have got bumped out.
Yeah, he's that's like his avatar's frozen.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he was saying that it's frozen.
I love it. I love it when you sneak in. Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike.
I've got a pattern now, and when I'm done, I go, "Okay, Mike," and then I just let it disappear. Okay, Mike.
That's what I find so clever about it. It's funny. And then Mike's like, he just starts turning red.
Yeah.
Elliot, what did you guys talk about on Paranormals?
Today we talked about. I was scolding Bobby Mackey's music place because they're irresponsibly entertaining the idea of doing. And so they're celebrating 40 years of existence back in August last year, and they're also the gateway to hell. So it's a club and the gateway to hell. That was very irresponsible of them. It's easy to trip into the abyss on the dance floor.
What is he known for singing?
He's a country singer. I don't know anything about it. He always shows up on all the ghost shows. Bobby Mackey's music, something or other. And they always want to say it used to be a slaughterhouse. So I can say, well, yeah, they got ghost cows. It was fun. And then we talked about what's we talking about? I don't remember now. I'm too busy with the hey Mike. Hey Mike.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, that's perfect. And Mike's hair is long.
Yeah, he's got a nice head of hair, Mike.
Why can't I see him?
He
guys
just
looking at
on his way out. You see his long ponytail.
Oh, flowing in the wind, like the biker that inspired him.
If it was you, yeah.
No, this is what happened. That's why he wears his hair long. Didn't you know that?
So, Malin, what's up with that picture that they're using there for the face of Conan?
Yeah, that's me.
That's you?
Yeah.
Quite the handsome devil, you know.
You've been lifting.
Yeah. Well, the body's not me.
Oh.
Yeah. Full disclosure.
No, I couldn't imagine that.
The hair has to be yours.
Antonio did this apparently, and he had to colorize the face here because it was a black and white photo.
Good job. Proud of you.
Yeah,
It looked like he blackened in my sunglasses though. That's weird.
Yeah, I did. It came out like orange when I did it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There
I
you
like the Malin with the sword going through it.
Yeah.
I want to get a fall for that.
Yeah.
The thing
Born
about,
on the battlefield. Is this the Jason Momoa?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, I couldn't get through like the first 10 minutes of that movie.
It wasn't brilliant.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I was just reminded because I went to the bathroom. That
Look at that spear.
the thing.
Hey Mike.
The thing about
Hey Mike.
yeah, we
Look
get
at
it.
that spear.
Mike is getting really sick of it. Mike won't even play along anymore.
I'm not playing along anymore.
Well, you just did, so I
Mike.
got you.
But Mike's talking about his bladder and his
I'm talking about my bladder.
and stones.
Yeah, let's hear
So
it.
the thing about it, obviously, none of you have ever had a kidney stone, right?
No, we break them up in our bodies like men.
So what?
What does that mean?
The scary part is okay. The pain part of that little crystal shard slicing up the tube between your kidney and your bladder. That's just like the one part. Because then after that, and that like, if it's a really bad one, it could feel like a hot knife just twisting in your side. So that's pleasant. But then when you get to pee it out, you like every time you know it's like sitting there in your bladder waiting to be peed out, you're like scared to death because it's sitting at the bottom of your bladder, and so it doesn't like come out. Like you're just like praying to God that you have enough urine to get it all the way out.
Yeah,
because
Drink
it's
water.
happened where it made half the journey, and then you're just like
Half the journey through what, Mike?
Through your penis?
The outro, the outro tube,
The tunnel.
the tunnel, and then you're stuck there with a crystal shard wedged in your urethra until you have enough water to flush it out again. So that's what I have to look forward to.
Bring a raincoat tomorrow, Mike. Mike,
Heavy downpour.
be prepared to get wet, Mike.
He's not on that coast, Ethan. I think he'll be dry.
That's right. You guys can enjoy that one.
All right. All right, Mike.
Ethan, did you get heavy snow the other day? 5 to 8 inches?
Yeah.
Oh,
Did pretty good. 5 to 8 inches.
It's been raining here.
Sounds about average.
It's about average. This makes me hungry, and I don't know why, Mike. Salad, sandwiches, catering, coffee, wine, beer, and convenience. I think it's the convenience, Mike. That's the most appealing. I think the convenience, Mike, is what's that's what I find interesting. Mike, are you hungry, Mike?
He is. He's eating right now. Sausage. Of all things.
These marketing people, this is bad.
I think all this marketing is work. It's made Mike stuff a phallic
I'm
symbol
glad
right.
I didn't
right
go
down
for the
his,
banana.
right down his mouth.
All right, Mike.
Look at him, suck on it. Look at him.
Dink.
He loves that sausage. Sorry.
Oh
Sorry,
man, my
So
head
Ethan,
hurts.
when are we gonna promote the Meg?
I don't know, Mike.
I don't either.
We got to do it though, right?
Yeah, at some point.
All right.
Is there going to be a sequel?
If this goes well enough.
No, like the movie.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's already in plans.
Yeah.
Actually, he's got 2 movies. The Meg, the second Meg book, and then the Loch, which is Loch Ness Monster. They've both been
What?
You know, you do one movie that's makes $600 million, then they're like, what else you got? That's
Yeah.
how
I have the Loch.
Yummy.
Hey, Mike. Mike, you want to take a helicopter ride over the city, Mike? Just see what comes up.
Why is this necessary? I don't understand.
Mike, I've always got this view from above. That's the thing. Most people are looking up at this, but I got the view from above, Mike.
Yeah?
Most people find themselves looking up, but if you get up on my level, you can see amazing things, Mike. The city. You want to go on a helicopter ride?
And you asked the question so innocently.
You'd be an awesome pilot, Ethan.
Thank you. Okay, Mike.
Hey, Kyung.
Oops,
How's it going, guys?
Okay, Ethan. Thank you.
Hardware Wars wants to point out that Macho
Thank you.
Monger
Please come again.
and a Slim Jim were both in the same stream.
Yeah.
Although these are Jack Links, not Slim Jims. So sorry.
Don't ruin
It's
it,
a
Mike.
competition.
Oh no. Gotta go. Oh man, that's funny. Snap into a Jack Link.
That doesn't quite work, does it?
Mm-mm.
You like when it's soft or hard?
Young, what are you up to, man?
Nah, just working.
Speak to us.
Yeah, I got off a couple of streams. And then
Whoa.
this one was
Don't
up.
want to know that.
Trying to get off.
Yeah, jeez, man.
Yeah.
Hasn't been working.
Yeah.
This has been a long stream.
Yeah, it has. It's been a long stream. Mike, it's been a long stream. Mike, I'm thinking about sending my kids to a private school. Mike, this is a private school. Do you see how private the school is, Mike?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Mike, the school is private.
All the people that leave that building.
What would aliens think?
You should see it during an evacuation.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Look, it even has guts. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. Intestines.
Okay, Mike.
Yeah. Mike wishes he was going to have a long stream.
I know.
This is very true.
Mike, I'm never doing this again. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Mike, I promise to never do this again.
I'll hold my breath.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Because I care.
I'm waiting for it, man.
Oh.
It's coming.
I know. I thought you were working, Ethan. Aren't you working? Don't you have something to draw?
I'm drawing right now, Mike.
He's got two arms.
Oh.
Hey, Mike. Cecil's on vacation, Mike. Cecil goes to the nicest islands. Private islands, Mike.
Oh my gosh, that looks like Firefly.
Penis.
Looks like the ship on Firefly.
Uh-huh.
Does it look like a penis?
Apparently.
All right.
Interesting.
All right, Mike.
The Serenity.
So good.
Yeah. Mike doesn't like any of this stuff.
That's an island off the coast of China called the Wang Island.
Hey. See, we're just about to stop it, Mike, and then you
Well, that was
bring us
Kevin B
back.
in the chat. I was just reading his chat. So.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mike seems to know a lot about the island.
Yeah.
When do we get Cecil back on? I know he'll be gone for a while, but he can still call us. Doesn't have to be a dick
Okay.
or a
He
penis.
doesn't have to be, yeah.
Yeah,
He doesn't have to be.
yeah,
I don't know. We missed you, Malin.
yeah. Yeah, but I wasn't as gone as long as Cecil though.
Got to get the band back together.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, Peter from the Monkees died today.
What?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh.
Peter
Peter?
Ford died?
Yeah.
You know what Peter is another name for?
Hey, Mike.
Oh, brother.
Mike, afternoon tea storms, Mike. They affect us all.
Hey, Ethan.
Those are high storms.
Hey, Ethan.
What?
Do you like this spaceship?
Let me see. I don't see it. Wait, let me see.
It's Firefly. Or it's the Serenity from Firefly.
Not really. It doesn't look like. I don't know.
It's no Enterprise.
Yeah.
Doesn't look as masculine.
Yeah. It looks. Yeah. Looks a little femme.
It looks like a moron put it together.
I don't know why Mike does this.
Mike, did you love this show? Were you one of those people?
I liked it when it came out. I I like space westerns. I like the whole concept. But I never watched. I only watched it when it was like on TV. So
Okay.
I didn't go back and watch it over and over again on Netflix.
Bet you did. At least
No,
once,
I
didn't
watched.
ya?
I watched.
You watched it at least one. How many times did you watch it on Netflix?
I only watched like the first 3 episodes on Netflix.
Yeah. So you went back to the
I
well.
intended to watch it all, but life.
Yeah, you drank from that well again.
I did go see the movie Serenity. That was good.
I bet you did. How many times did you see that
You'd
movie,
win that.
Mike?
You'd win that bet because I just said I did.
Yeah. How many times did you see it, Mike?
Just once.
Oh, no video, no DVD. No
Sorry.
5 minutes on TV.
Cyborg says it's not on Netflix. Only the movie is. Well, I watched it on something. Netflix, Hulu, Amazon. I don't know, dude. I've got everything. So.
Well, the truth is coming out, isn't it?
Mike.
What are you implying, young man?
I think you like Joss Whedon. That's what I think.
Mike. Mike, do you want some peanuts and milk chocolate?
I thought having salty peanuts in your mouth was your thing.
Mike.
Oh. Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah.
Do you want rich roasted whole peanuts and milk chocolate, Mike?
Melting in your mouth.
I actually prefer almonds.
Well, you like nuts. That's what the point is, right?
Yeah. Harry.
Okay, Mike.
You're like from the 5th dimension.
The things
I
I
already
do.
did this one. They're yelling at me. I showed this one the other day.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
All right.
Oh, Al Lewis says, "Don't cross the streams."
Yeah.
That could be dangerous.
Yeah.
Poor Mike. Sorry you feeling that way, man.
Poor Mike.
Poor Mike.
He's asking for it. He does these live streams.
No, I'm more of a.
Everyone does live streams. You don't do this to anybody else. How am I asking for it?
He came out to my live stream.
And he didn't. Oh, he did do it. But he was doing it at me, even though I wasn't there. I mean, I was watching, but I wasn't live.
It
I
was
wasn't on
wonderful.
the stream.
It was comedy gold. I loved it. The setup here, you hear it, right? You smell the
Yeah.
smoke?
Cyborg Patriot says, didn't you get on me for continuing this gag? I know. What do you want me to do? You want, if everyone who wants me to just boot Ethan, press 1 in the chat.
Well, let's see.
I know.
Let's see if it can happen.
If you want Ethan to continue to.
Let's see who's loyal.
Yeah.
If you get an influx of 2s.
Here. I'm gonna
Three for no comment.
Oh, there's a
7,
1.
4.
Nico Blue.
A few people want me out. I'll go.
Jenny H.
Hmm.
Renfamous.
I'll go.
We have 3 1s.
Mobile
So
Media.
far.
There's a lot of continue.
It's a lot of 2s. That doesn't mean you have to listen to them, Ethan.
Yes, it does, Mike.
Fans have spoken. Got a 420 in there.
There was no
Jack.
free option.
I'll go, Mike. I'll go. I'm sorry.
You're so cruel, Mike. How dare you be so cruel?
Mike, I'll go.
Now, what is that?
Hell? Ethan,
What?
what are you doing? What's wrong with you?
What is that?
Hey, Mike. I don't know. I have no idea what it is. But it's from Japan, Mike. So I thought maybe you'd be able to tell me. Mike, I just want you to read it so I know what it is. It says better living.
That reminds me of that I don't know what they would call it. Sort of an attachment. Okay, that's going the wrong way. for girls to use the urinal.
Oh.
They're supposed to keep it in their purse. And they hold it up there so that they can stand up and pee.
Reminds me of that attachment from Seven.
Oh, don't even remind me of that. That was so grim.
Yeah.
Was that shake weight? No, Mike Kelly, that was not shake weight.
Somebody said kick Mike.
Oh,
sorry, Mike. I had to read it. It said so.
Unknown gamer said it.
Someone's still putting. Oh wait, was that a T or a 1?
T.
What is the T for? Testosterone.
I don't know. What's the T for, guys? What's in the bag?
Sign of the cross.
Well, that would be. Well, no, because that doesn't have like a little crook at the bottom.
Yeah.
I don't get the joke. Tea time.
Optimus Dippo said, press 1 to kick Mike. Everybody's pressing 1.
Oh, thank you.
Why would they do that to Mike?
Did I skip your super chat, Uncanny Kodiak?
So
here, let me check. Oh, he said, because laughter makes you live longer, Mike. At least he only said Mike once.
Right there. There's a symbol for the cross. Do they ever use that in your cross examinations, Mike?
The symbol for the cross? They don't use the T.
No, look what I just put in there.
I know. Well, oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. See? I'm a trendsetter. Everyone can use that now. Go ahead, guys.
Hey, Mike. Beats by Dre. Mike.
You
have to
Made in China. Made in China.
Mike, it's Beats by Dre.
wow.
Mike.
Yeah.
Mike.
I should be drawing something. Should we review this?
Mike. Play-Doh.
I know I've seen that before. What the hell?
Oh no.
Krista Joe says, Mike, Ethan Google alerts these pics just for you.
One injection. That's all
One
it takes.
injection. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
Malin.
Yeah.
Malin. I have a question for you.
Oh, hey, look, it's Jawbreakers.
Yeah.
Oh, did you find a tangent in your long quest?
No, I just want to ask you, what is this spear made out of?
Oh, stone.
Stone?
Yeah.
So it is a chip stone spear.
Oh, whatever.
Okay.
Scientist.
Well, why is she grinding it with the freaking sander?
Whoa. It's not a sander, it's a grinder.
Why is she grinding it at all if it's a chip stone spear?
I just like that she's grinding, man. Good job.
Yeah, she's grinding, dude. What's wrong?
Why
she's
is
using a grinder to
grinding?
Sharpen it? Because she can.
But she
doesn't want to use another rock. I don't know.
It would destroy the spear.
Maybe it wouldn't. I don't know. A couple of different types of blades on those grinders, man. It's not just one blade, one type. You got concrete blades. You got yeah. I used to grind concrete. Why wouldn't that work? I don't get it.
Yeah, I wouldn't
because
think
it would destroy the edge of a chip stone. Chip stone is it's razor thin because you're chipping off the edge.
Yeah, well, maybe it was dull before and it's sharper now. I'm over it. What do you want? Blood?
Yeah, Mike.
I just want a little accuracy in my comic books.
Oh, brother. Go find a thumb. Mike.
Yeah, where's that thumb? Yeah, boy.
What is he doing?
Yeah, the thumb that launched 1,000 ships. Mm-hmm.
Why is Mike such a ball buster?
I don't know. All I do is give him kindness.
I know.
It's all done out of love.
I introduce a crucifix into his chat so everybody can start using it during cross examinations, and then he's like, what is this? A buffer? Terrible.
Mike, you're a ball buster. Okay, Mike.
I didn't even see that one. I have to check it on YouTube. Ball Busters.
Mike, you've never played Ball Buster?
No.
Are you
Do you remember
serious?
Ganip Ganop?
No, Mike, don't change the subject.
You don't remember Ganip Ganop?
No, but I do remember Ball Buster because I'm a normal person, Mike. This was Ball Buster by Mego. It's a family game, okay? You set up your balls like this in sets of 2, and then you try to bust your opponent's balls. You pull the ball back, and you try to smack someone else their balls. And this was a game for Mego, Mike. Mike, this was a game from Mego in the 1970s. It's called Ball Buster. Mego Ball Buster. A family game, Mike. You can find the commercial for Ball Buster on YouTube. And it really is unfortunate. A husband tells his wife, he goes, "You're a ball buster." And she turns around and winks at the camera.
Seriously?
Yeah. Look it up.
That's the best. Well, this was Ganip Ganop. I don't know if you guys don't remember this from the 80s.
No.
Nope.
Oh, yeah. You're like, you hit the little tab and you try to get the balls through the holes. And then when one side has all the, and it's ping pong backwards, obviously. Ganip Ganop.
Oh.
Bigger balls.
Oh.
Oh. Man, Malin, what is wrong with this thumb? Oh, there's that chipstone blade again.
Okay.
Can't see it. Locked on Ethan. Oh, I'm sorry. Was it locked on Ethan? Hold on. Let me share.
Oh.
They wanted to see Ganip Ganop. There you go. Ganip Ganop.
Malin does make that sound effect.
What?
Aw.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna go over here.
Oh, Flat Earth is real.
Take that.
This is the most unsettling photograph I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen anything that evil.
This is an old picture.
That is something else right there. Look at the face here. All you need to do is give this girl blue hair. Oh my god, dude! And then give this guy a beard and a mustache and a pair of problem spectacles.
Is that when it started? The SJW stuff?
Yeah. This is feminism and male feminist. This is right where it started. This is patient 0. Can you imagine getting shooed like this? Like, look at the viciousness of her kick.
Yeah.
Look at her girth as she just swings in and she gets the whole area all in one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She is swinging it too.
Damn.
I'm glad somebody was there to take a photograph of this guy's agony.
That's some good timing.
This guy should have won a Pulitzer, you know.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Sierra Whiskey says, John, I found something in Lone Star that doesn't work.
What is it? What is it?
Sierra.
Because everyone else is trying to tear me apart.
Yeah.
What are you talking
Mike,
about?
you just went after me, Mike.
I only asked you one thing.
Ah.
Why
I was just kidding about the thumb. The thumb looks fine.
Gosh. Now Sierra saying, John, do you have a copy of Lone Star? Maybe in my PO box. I have to get out to it.
No, I don't think I saw your name. Oh no, you have for the troops tier, so I'm gonna be sending those out later. I'm doing them in tiers. So
hell no. No, I got the digital copy though. So I don't want to read it though. It's only good for pirating. No one enjoys that stuff.
I read it.
The digital?
Yeah, but a long time ago, Mike sent it to me.
Mm.
You know,
I like it.
You say that as if I was afflicting you with something. Mike sent it to me.
Oh yeah, I think Mike offered to send it to me too because he sent it to Edwin, and I was like, no, I want to wait for the book. So,
are you glad you waited?
yeah, I'll keep waiting. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be here in a month or so.
I'll be waiting.
Boy, that shipping's expensive, man. Ethan, you are gonna need a lot of money. If you're, how many do you have? 11,000, something like that.
Yeah, like almost 12,000.
12,000 orders. Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, I've only taken a bite out of my 2,600.
Takes about a day and a half to sign 2,500 copies.
Yeah.
But that's all you were doing, and was somebody else lining up the books for you?
No. Well, Mark would go grab them. He would sign, then I would sign.
So someone was lining them up for you.
Well, one person had to grab them, and so they could sign them themselves, and then then I grabbed them from them.
But 2 people were signing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got 20 kids, Mike. Why are you acting like this is going to be more difficult for you? One kid, grab a box, bring it to Dad, he signs it. Jeez.
It's not that. It's all the different tiers that makes things more difficult. Although,
no, you just sign. You just sign for
a
day and a half straight. That's all you do is sign for a day and a half straight.
No, I've got a crap ton of already signed books. It's not the signing. It's all the individual packaging for all the individual different tiers. It's. I have to set up the keychains right on the not the cork board, the chipboard, in a way that it won't damage the actual comic book. It's a whole. It's more than just slapping a book in a bag, slapping a bag in the thing. There's more to it.
You probably should.
And I was using Sierra. I was using the free labor. Actually, when I had my oldest son, my daughter, and my wife, we were all sitting at the table, like doing all of this stuff. It was going so fast.
Yeah.
But they're not always all available. So I use who I can. I use who I can when they're available. So
they're very busy kids.
Well, it's not like they're. Shut up, John.
Yeah, we know what they're doing, Mike. We see them behind you all day long playing video games. Get them moving those boxes, baby.
I'm working on it. I've got like probably 300 books ready to go to the post office. 300 or 400 books ready to go in the kitchen. I just
someone in chat said that if they get Graveyard Shift before they get Lone Star, that I win. So that's it.
Hey boys, I got a split.
All right, well, thanks for being here.
That was Elliot.
All right, have a good one, Elliot.
Elliot. Peace out, fellas.
All right, I'm gonna go to Mike.
All right, Ethan.
Dang,
Ethan.
I called Edwin Ethan earlier. Now I'm calling Ethan Edwin.
Is there one more?
Elliot Andrew.
Yeah, that's pretty racist.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna blame it on the stone.
Yeah.
We'll let it go.
All right, bye everyone. Good night.
All right,
Ethan.
Good one.
Let him in.
Yeah, that infection has probably moved to the brain.
Elric said that he got Lone Star first, so I win.
That's not the person who said it. Well, I'll find him now, and I'm going to move them up on the list if they haven't had their books sent yet. Let me find them. Jack Straw. If I get Graveyard Shift before Lone Star, Malin wins. Jack Straw, send me your information.
Mike, get it right now.
You're moving up the list, buddy. You might get it overnight.
I'm gonna FedEx that right there.
Yeah.
But you're not shipping anything out. Mark's shipping it all out, right?
Yeah, I'm not like gonna.
So you didn't bag and board them either, right?
Contact them. No, another guy was doing that. Look, dude, we do this like professionals.
So they're all bagged and boarded.
we get a couple of illegals in there to bag and board and box this stuff up, man.
Are you using Geminis or
Yeah.
you are?
We're using plastic baggies with backing board, put into a Gemini mailer and taped shut. Yeah, like pros. What we do.
I'm using. Do you know what the cost is for first class? Or are you using media mail?
I think it's media mail.
And are you using ShipStation or stamps?
Stamps.
So what is the cost for media mail?
I'm not sure because the first one I saw was a New Jersey address, and it's not fair to compare a New Jersey to a New Jersey. But I think it was like, $3. I think, I'm not sure. But my good buddy and partner in crime, Mark Polton, is doing a video on this to show the process. So anyone that is about to do a campaign will know basically how the setup works best, as he's discovered, and the process for how to use the scale and all that stuff and the pricing. So it'll all be on there. We'll have a good informational piece out here whenever he has it ready.
And when are they starting to ship out?
They're already shipping, baby.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Damn it!
Yeah, you see people receiving them, posting on Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I haven't seen any.
Yeah.
I want to see that cover.
I only see mine.
Hey-o.
I only see people receiving mine. I guess
no, we're not having illegals though. We are paying people we know, so we put aside some money to actually pay people to come out and give us a hand. Friends, good friend Sean. I won't say his last name because I don't know if he wants it out there. Another guy, Enrico, came over, gave a hand.
Not illegal.
Yep, not illegal. And let's see. Well, and Sean is a quarter illegal. So
I don't know, Malin. I'm on your Twitter. I don't see anybody adding you with copies of your book.
Yeah. Okay.
No, sir.
All right. Malin is promising wolf milk to those that help.
I see it. I see one cover or one book.
Oh, really? Is there?
Yeah.
Where?
I was hoping none of the covers would get shown.
It's like a symbol, right?
A couple more days.
Symbol?
Yeah.
Dope.
Where is it? Okay, now I gotta look.
Let's see. The guy's Twitter is at false underscore sensei.
At false underscore SENSEI.
SEN. Yep. SEI.
The dude.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what the dude has to
Just
say.
got my backed copy of Graveyard Shift. Awesome. Oh, he didn't at you. How did you even find this guy then?
I just searched Graveyard Shift.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, hit the hashtag.
All right, so this is out. So I'm gonna do the screen share. Everyone can see the. Well, probably no one has seen the cover except for right now. So 1 second.
It's a reveal.
Yeah, this is the premiere.
Ooh.
Now that it's out.
I will lock it on you, John, so you can make it.
All right.
Make it known. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the world premiere of the cover of Graveyard Shift.
Boom. There it is.
There it is.
Oh, nice. Nice signature, man.
Thanks. Yeah, mine took a lot longer to do than Mark's. Mark, I told Mark apparently months ago, I'm like, dude, there's going to be a lot of copies. Just simplify your thing. He's like, okay. And then when I get there, I forgot all about it. And he's just doing a P. But it looks really cool. It looks like a Klingon P.
Yeah.
And mine is as it's always been, which is like 8 letters long. Yeah,
it looks like a large testicle on a tiny penis.
Whoa, Mike!
I like how cryptic the cover is. Like it makes you want to like what's inside this,
Yeah, thanks. I was inspired by one of the old McFarlane covers where they had the Spawn logo. I think part of it was like actual skull and
half, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yep. So I was trying to do something along the lines of that.
Mhm.
Right on.
90s, baby.
Coming back. We're bringing it back.
Yeah.
Making it hot.
That was the last time kids read comic books, dude. The 90s.
Mm-hmm. But yep, so that's it. And yeah, they're all shipping now. Give it a couple weeks, everyone. I don't know what the rollout is, but Mark is basically handling the actual shipping process by himself. So give it a couple weeks and whatever, a few days, and you should get your copies.
How many orders did you get?
I think it's like 2,200, I think.
That's going to take a while.
Yeah, 22 or 2,300. So.
Well, I mean, did you have many different tiers or?
We had a few, yeah. Like five or six tiers.
Yeah.
What are little changes. But
That's
yeah,
how
we
I'm
did.
trying to keep-
What's
That's why
that?
I'm trying to keep organized by only shipping out one tier at a time, so that I don't have I don't have to pack up a whole bunch of different kinds of things and then try to figure out what goes where. It's just like I finish one tier, get it out of the way. Finish another tier, get it out of the way.
Yeah, well, all of our books are definitely one book and one trading card. So that's what we kind of focused on while I was out there, was getting the one books and one trading card bag and boarded, everything signed and sketched, and then when that was done, they would have slipped in another card plus the ash can. That would have been the the $50 tier. So yeah, and if it was a two book deal, then yeah, they slipped in 2 books into the Gemini mailer. Pretty easy. Yeah.
Legendary Monkey in the chat wants his now.
I understand.
That cover looks awesome. I love that cover.
Yeah, it looks good, man.
Who's the colorist?
This is Jorge Cortez.
So, very good.
No cover credit for Cortez.
Or me.
You're right there.
That's me signing the book.
No, it says on top, Malin Poulter.
Oh, yeah, well, whatever. Get over it. No, there's no artist tag.
Malin's like, no, that's not me.
That's
no. I mean, that's part of the logo. There's no artist tag.
All right.
He's credited on the inside.
Looks good, man. Looks like we have a little we got a race going now.
Yeah.
And you already mailed out all the Lone Stars yet, Mike, or you still got more to go?
No, I've mailed out about, I think about 350. I've got another maybe 300 or 400 in the kitchen. Yeah. So they're already they're ready. I just have to take the boxes to the post office and drop them off.
Right. How many are you allowed to take per trip that they allow you?
I have no idea if there's a limit. It's just convenient. I couldn't do their boxes and boxes. I couldn't drive them over there in my Integra, so and my wife had the truck all day, or the minivan or the SUV. We don't have a minivan anymore. So
right.
I'll have to get those out tomorrow, assuming that she doesn't take it somewhere again. So yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing.
It's a thing.
Watermelon Platypus says, this Comicsgate thing turned out pretty cool. The whole process sounds fun. No.
It wasn't cool in the beginning, that's for
I
sure.
would rather be sitting here drawing page 21 of Lone Star 2 than sitting in the kitchen at those terrible chairs in the kitchen packing up crap for the next however many long.
Yeah, I think the one thing I gained from this is doing the inside front cover sketch and trying to get the stuff done in a short amount of time is not a good idea. So in the next campaign, I'll probably just offer to do a sketch on a backing board. That way it comes with the product. And I can do the backing boards on my own time and to my own level. So when the books are finally arrived, I just have to take out the back or ship backing boards to Mark, and then we just insert them all. So
Get sketch covers done.
What? How does that?
Get
How does
sketch covers done. It's expensive. It's the most expensive kind of cover to add to it, but it's going to be it'll have so much more value to a collector than a backing board.
No.
sketch.
I'm saying I don't want to draw on the book because it limits my time. I'd rather, when the books arrive, be able to start packing and shipping.
He wants to preemptively have all the art already done.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm going to have to be out in New freaking Jersey way longer than I want to be.
Or
Well,
just make that
you could have them do that cover first and have them ship that to you particularly, right? Just because it'd only be one box, probably. Just have them ship that box directly to you via FedEx, and then you could work on those and then just take them with you to Jersey.
Yeah,
You'll make way more.
That would still take more time before I could get out to Jersey. See, I want to be at Jersey within a day or two of those books arriving, so I can start shipping. That's what we did this time.
Do, Malin? Just move to Jersey.
No way in hell. Have you seen that place? Not gonna happen.
I'm just saying, dude. The fans would way rather have a sketch cover than a backing board.
Yeah. I know, I hear you, but I'm saying that they might prefer to have a really good sketch instead of something that's just kind of crapped out, because I'm going through 200, 300 sketches in a day and a half.
Yeah, that's rough, man.
Yeah.
Or you could always make that tier more expensive.
Yeah.
How much were you charging for those sketches?
Pretty good amount. Pretty good amount. I think it was like the 160. I don't know. Hold on. Give me a second. God, so many questions, guys.
Yeah.
You got to be ready, man.
Inquisition.
Man. Let's see. Sketches start at $100. Then I have a 150 tier. Then I have a 200 tier and a 250 tier. All which also include the sketches.
And how many do you have to do?
200.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, so the only real option, I could do the get books shipped to me, like 200 books. But if I am like I am now, where I'm really trying to get these out on time, then I would have to delay it. So if I have enough buffer time again, then yeah, I could do it.
You know what? If you talk to, oh, that's right, you're China, huh?
Yeah.
Oh no, dude! China can airmail them to you.
Yeah, that's expensive.
Way freaking faster than the rest of the ship.
Yeah,
you could get overnight practically.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'd have to see what that would cost. And
that would give you like 6 weeks. That would give you 6 weeks to draw them.
Well, I know it's the cost though. So
I know, but dude, you'll probably sell more. The sketch covers, people love sketch covers. So, you know, if it costs you $200 to ship them, who cares?
Yeah, but if there's enough buffer time, then yeah, I could probably do something like that. I don't know if I do sketch covers. I don't know. I'm kind of wary on doing any kind of different cover. I like uniformity and
Print Ninjas is their expedited air it's still going to take 1 week.
Yeah,
compared to 6 weeks.
Yeah, compared to 6 weeks though.
Oh, I know. We were gonna air the entire shipment, but then we're like, hey, we can take that extra $6,000 and get more content made. So,
Well, there you go. Expedited box, 1 box, and then let the rest crawl over here, and you have all that time to do your sketches.
Yeah, it's possible.
Problem solved.
Yep. All right.
This is how we make the sausage, people.
Yeah. Sausage?
Yeah.
Come on.
Sierra Whiskey is being nice to me, being mean to me. wants me to hurt Mike. He's like, follow me on Twitter and I'll DM you the thing about Lone Star. I'm not following you, Sierra Whiskey. I don't trust you. Sometimes you're my friend, sometimes you're not. You're definitely not mailing militia. Yeah. Be nicer, Sierra, and I'll sub to you one day. You know what you do.
All right, let me see something. Hindustan Times. I'm going to share something real quick. Someone in the chat super chatted me to share this. So, Basmati Blues review. You won't believe how racist and insulting Brie Larson's film is. Everyone involved, including Brie Larson, should be ashamed of this offensive, racist, and tone-deaf disaster. And they're not even talking about Captain Marvel.
When did this movie come out?
I don't know. This was April 6th, last year. There's a scene in Quentin Tarantino's Kill Bill which David Carradine does what so many actors in Tarantino movies tend to do. He delivers a speech. The recipient of the speech is his nemesis, Uma Thurman's bride, tied to a chair, beaten and bloody. The stage is... What does this have to do with anything? Superman didn't become Superman. Superman was born Superman. When Superman wakes up in the morning, he's Superman.
Yada,
Bill
yada,
says,
yada.
surprising just about everyone his choice of topic. What does this have to do with anything? There's a point to this story, I promise. Okay. To someone who doesn't belong to a certain place, the idiosyncrasies and eccentricities of its people are often open to interpretation. That is why racial and cultural stereotypes exist. They're usually propagated by people who have either not had firsthand experience dealing with foreigners, or even if they have, they've been too closed-minded to appreciate the uniqueness of others. Oh, this is so wordy.
Yeah, that guy was carrying a suitcase on his head. That's a stereotype.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's why they wear the padding on their head.
I don't think that's why, Mike.
It's frankly unbelievable that a person could be familiar with India and its people and still choose to make a film like this. What's more likely is that debutante director Dan Barron's entire research for this movie comprised of watching old cartoons and listening far too intently to one of his racist uncle's stories. If this is how clueless foreigners perceive us, head-bobbing, monkey-eating, rags-wearing buffoons, then we've just been critiqued like the Earthlings in Tarantino's reading of Superman.
It all comes back together.
That's what it comes back to. Not 2 minutes have passed since Brie Larson's arrival in India, less than 24 hours after declaring that she doesn't even have a passport, mind you. And she has already stepped in poop, befriended a goat, and observed Dalit Tahil eat rice off a banana leaf. She has also met a man named William J. Patel, a name that any Indian can tell you, while theoretically possible in the same way that Donald Obama is theoretically possible, is a hard one to come across.
I can't wait for Donald Obama to run.
Almost as hard, some might say, as it is to find an authentic Indian accent in this movie. For some reason, Barron and his team decided to cast almost every speaking role and certainly every significant Indian role with American actors. And as any racist who has ever made the mistake of casting a man from Senegal to play a black man from Los Angeles can tell you, they don't really have much in common besides their shared heritage. Similarly, there isn't a single central Indian character in Basmati Blues who sounds Indian, and none of the actors have the capability of sounding authentic either. In addition to this blatant racism, let's not beat around the bush here. This movie doesn't deserve leniency. It's also geographically vague. What? It's supposed to be set somewhere in the South, which itself is a crude generalization to make. This guy does not know how to write. Blah, blah, blah. People from
we need him to spice it up a little bit.
I know.
Sound like a failure that must be a bomb.
Now it's about the green screens. It also reintroduces a rather outdated white savior trope that we thought we'd abolished by now.
What? Brie Larson playing a white savior? No.
All of them, man. That's all of them.
And of course, the story behind it is just as harebrained as the final product. You should read it. Barron began shooting in 2012, a fact evidenced by Brie Larson's use of a BlackBerry in some scenes, but could only finish 5 years later. What the hell? It's easy to imagine that Larson, whose star has significantly risen since 2012, she's won an Oscar. What did she win an Oscar for?
Mm-hmm.
King Kong.
She
King
didn't do
Kong?
much in King Kong, did she?
She was the girl in King Kong?
Yeah.
But I'm joking. She didn't win for that.
Oh. She's won an Oscar and signed on to play Marvel superhero in the meantime. Attempted to bury Basmati Blues. Enough actors have done this in the past. Most recently, Jennifer Lawrence was rumored to have tried to kill her 2014 movie Serena, released to capitalize on her Hunger Games star power.
She won an Oscar for Best Actress for her performance in Room at the 88th Oscar in 2016.
Oh, here, let's see the commercial for this.
1.1 billion rice eaters, all of them potential customers. We need someone they can believe.
Rice eaters.
That's 22% more rice eaters.
Suit me up, Uncle Alfred.
Gotta get that rice.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't even like leaving my own neighborhood.
I'm sorry. Please take it.
No, you take it.
You have to try this tea. It's delicious.
I know enough about biology
Manic Pixie guy.
He's a scientist too.
to know that love is not some mystery.
Well, you know, we met once before on the train. I was on the roof.
It's only chemical. Hello.
Welcome to my office.
You must be very important.
Oh, very.
Maybe you're funny, and maybe you're smart.
You know your rice is going to have to grow outside. It's called Mother Nature. There's flowers. People walk around barefoot. I would give the universe.
Oh, that's enough. I can't.
Bollywood.
Sorry. No. Oh, that was making me ill. How many people did we lose watching that?
Everyone's gone.
You got nobody left.
I think we lost about 100 people during that commercial.
Channel probably got black.
The plot of that movie was probably the same reason that movie was made, when they were talking about 1 billion potential rice eaters.
Yeah.
Or whatever it was. And they're like, if we put a really bad song and dance in here, we got 1 billion potential customers to watch this stupid movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is right.
Take on Bollywood.
Yeah.
Oh, that was painful.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that explains. No, it doesn't explain anything. Sorry.
Wow.
Everyone watch Alita.
It just explains everything about Brie Larson is terrible.
That's why it's so quiet here, Andrew. My whole family, except for JoJo, went to go see Alita.
That's awesome. There you go.
Yeah, yeah.
It hasn't even premiered in China yet and Japan.
I know. What's up with that?
So it's gonna blow up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know? I mean, you know more about this than I do. Do you know why they didn't release it simultaneously?
I don't know why they do that.
I mean, which was it? Oh yeah, Aquaman. They released Aquaman in China like a week before it came out here.
I think maybe they're afraid of piracy or something.
No, they didn't care for Aquaman.
That could be.
They're afraid of
Another
women.
piracy.
They're afraid of women leads. That's why.
I know a lot of piracies come from out from overseas.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's gonna happen one way or the other, anyways.
Mike, did you already see this? Alita?
Yeah, yeah. I did a review on it.
Oh, did you cry?
I did not cry.
Okay.
There was a touching moment where she called him father or dad.
Whoa!
You know, now that I have a daughter, I almost cried.
Oh,
yeah.
Gosh.
That was a touching moment, huh? It was like the touching moment. Right.
Yeah, it was a couple.
Don't tell me you guys are gonna go soy on us.
Well, we don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't.
These are man tears, not soy tears.
Yeah. These are father tears. Critias, you should know. You should understand.
I cried when
Actually,
my
I
kids.
didn't.
I just think I cried when my kids were born. It's like, oh, not 4.
You cried when your last kid was born?
No, when I realized I have 4.
Yeah, so your last kid. You're like, please make it stop.
Why do I keep making babies?
How do I end this? I don't understand. Someone
I
explain
gotta
it.
see that
stop.
movie. I gotta see it. I'm
No,
not
it's
one to
great.
get emotional when it comes to movies like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I want to see it again. How many times have you seen it, Huerta?
Just once, but I'm gonna take my mom to see it. So
Yeah, I took my mom to see it.
Andrew.
You guys are just looking at an excuse to go watch it again, man. I had to go take my dog to go watch it.
My mom loved it. My mom's 78 years old, and her review was, "That was amazing technique."
What, like computer animation or martial arts?
I think she meant the animation.
Oh,
How was the CG? Was it good? The CG?
it was good, man.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
They need to
Yeah.
like Alita needs to succeed so we can just get more cool stuff. Like I don't want Ghostbusters 6 or
Yeah.
another like 5 Captain Marvel movies. I want to see like maybe Alita. I want to see maybe they'll do Naruto or Guyver or whatever else. Just do other IPs.
Well, I will say, without having seen the movie, what little I have seen, I am disappointed by the lack of vibrancy in the color palette.
I can see that.
Yeah. You don't want to have a cold movie.
But
that's why Avatar is great.
But it's not a dark movie. Like you can see the fight scenes. Like everything's lit well.
Yeah.
You know, I still haven't seen Ghost in the Shell. How was that?
Spider-Verse, like they had good colors, like nice poppy stuff.
What'd you say, Andrew?
Ghost in the Shell was not good.
Yeah.
Was that with Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was garbage. Yeah.
That was a letdown. That's a letdown. I never saw it, and I just never heard anything really good about it. So
Well, you could pretty much tell from just the previews it wasn't going to be good, and you'd be right.
yeah. But that girl for Alita, man, she busted her butt. With I don't know if she had to learn martial arts for
She's
the
not
movie
real.
or she knew it already. No,
She's CGI.
She's an actress. They CGI'd over her.
They probably CGI'd over someone that knew how to actually fight, and then they used a voice actor.
No, there's video of the girl training. I put it on Twitter.
What sense does that make?
You're like, nope.
Makes zero sense. Why would you try to train a girl to fight in a couple of months when you could get someone that already knows how to fight from a year or a lifetime of training?
That's what I just said. I don't know if she had trained before or if she had learned it for the role.
Wow.
She talked about that she did do some training and that it was really hard. So maybe she did some of it, and I'm sure they got someone else to do the hardcore fight scenes.
Well, look at Keanu Reeves. He trains for most of his movies.
Yeah.
He's pretty much John Wick at this point.
He learned kung
but
fu.
he's not a CGI character.
No. But you need to motion capture that stuff, otherwise it looks fake.
Yeah, you use someone that actually knows what they're doing for the motion capture. I mean, that's kind of the point.
Keanu is pretty much John Wick at this point.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm. Have you seen the trailer for Part 3? It looks so good.
I haven't seen it.
No? Oh.
I love the John Wick series, man.
Yeah.
So
They
good.
kind of lost me a little bit in the second one.
Why? Which
It
part?
was getting a little too crazy, like too ridiculous.
Well, they had to amp it up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to amp up from John Wick 1, right?
Yeah, because he killed the guy and was in the hotel. So they got to put him more in jeopardy now.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't understand the John Wick. I don't know, man. I saw the first one. I barely remember it. They killed his dog. That was about it. Yeah.
It was a gift from his wife, and that was the last thing he had of her memory. So when they killed him, when they killed the dog, it just made him snap.
You wouldn't snap, John, if that happened to you? You wouldn't snap?
No. Get a new dog.
Well, not if it was a gift from your wife before she passed away, or after she passed away. You know, it's the last thing you have that reminds you of her. You know,
Yeah.
aside from pictures and whatnot. The last gift she gave you.
I'll watch it again, I guess. I don't remember loving it. Sorry, guys.
Hey, you don't have to love it, John.
Yeah.
So when are you gonna see Alita, John?
Probably this weekend.
Honestly,
I don't think it can live up though. I think you've overhyped it, Andrew.
no, I've made a lot of people watch it, and they're like, "You're right. You were right."
Okay. Is there a rap in it?
No, no rapping.
Okay, you got a chance.
It's very universal. There's no. I don't know. It's a good movie. Like anybody can kind of go along with the ride, you know.
Yeah. Jack Ben says, "I'm pretending to be stupid." What? Not pretending.
So rude.
Yeah.
John doesn't pretend anything.
Yeah. Miss Sweetie says, "I don't think Malin will like Alita that much." Maybe.
Don't they have a Masters of the Universe movie coming out?
Do they really?
I think so. I'm pretty sure they have something in the works.
John, what's your favorite action movie?
Anything by Michael Bay.
No.
I just say that to trigger Mike because he thinks
I
he
hope you're just saying it to trigger me.
Yeah, he has this weird opinion that all I like is explosions. he stereotypes me.
Did you like Con Air?
The bro dude, I guess. Yeah, it was okay. It was all right. I wasn't gonna get a tattoo of it or anything, like I did the Crow. You.
Are you getting that removed?
Yeah, I can't get it off. Well, I guess I could.
Yeah, it's a good movie, man. You got lucky on that tattoo.
Yeah, no, the tattoo is terrible, but yeah, it's a good movie.
Oh, hey, I got a super chat I missed from Thunderbird. He says, "Hey, Mike, here's a tip for the road." Well, thank you.
Nice.
Thank you. Appreciate that. And oh, by the way, as long as I got some people in here, gosh, I hate that. Never mind. I'll just eat it.
What's one of your favorite action movies, Andrew?
Let me mention it for people. So the Lone Star for the troops tier, I didn't calculate that I had to pay shipping, and then we had that big old snafu with the USO and had to send all those books, 3,000 books, down to Florida to Ben Hennessy's warehouse, and now it's going to cost $760 to ship them out from there to the different locations around the country to get to the troops. And so at this point, I'm eating that. But if anybody wanted to help out with it, I have a donation link in the description. You know, I'm not going to beg. I'll eat it if I have to, but I appreciate anybody who wants to chip in on that. Phoenix Lord Asperman says $10. I haven't made it to a CG live stream in quite a while. How's it going, everyone? Everyone is chill. Mike, are you asking for donations? If there some of you can throw a little bit at me to mitigate that cost, I would appreciate it. If not, like I said, I'll eat it.
Yeah, and welcome back, Phoenix Lord Esserman.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Mike, that's the guy I think they might be casting for He-Man.
Shut up.
I'm not sure if it's accurate, but I've seen a lot of pictures with him.
He looks a little too well manicured.
Wait, who's this guy?
I don't even know
no, he's gonna suck. No.
Is he gonna be He-Man?
That's how it looks like.
I'm not convinced.
That's the guy. He was in Twilight.
Oh.
What?
Well, I haven't seen Twilight. I'm not a 12-year-old girl.
I had a.
Wait, that's Jacob?
That's
No,
one of
that's
the vampire dudes.
That's the one with the blonde hair that he was manipulated.
Oh, the Big Brother guy. right?
Mike's seen it.
Yeah, yeah. My wife and my daughter love that crap.
Did someone just like draw all that on him or something?
Yeah, Photoshop.
Yeah.
So it looks like
Yeah, the sword looks pretty cool back there.
But Malin, action movies, I guess, like Predator.
Yeah.
RoboCop and The Matrix.
Yeah, I'm down with all of those. Yeah.
He played Shark Boy. No, that's not Jacob.
No, that's one of the vampires.
Damn it. Yeah.
And the original Conan.
Don't make Taylor
That
Lautner.
one's
Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, it is midnight on my end of the coast. So I imagine it's later for most of you.
Yep.
This is true.
Well, we had insightful conversations tonight.
Yeah. I don't even know how long the stream has been.
They canceled The Punisher, right? The show?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, thank God. Yeah.
Everything's going to Disney stream.
Yeah. Terrible show. All those Marvel are just garbage except season 1 of Daredevil.
I couldn't get into any of them.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of none of those shows.
I don't even know when we started this stream.
5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Nah.
I was playing 3 hours ago.
Yeah. Go subscribe to my channel, guys. John Malin. I'm going to be doing several Comicsgate presents over the next few days here with some new people and not so new people. Professor Geek tomorrow or Friday today at 8 p.m.
Yep.
So subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and follow me on Twitter at John Malin.
Rock and roll. Huerta?
Go watch Alita.
You're such a shill. I know you're on the payroll.
Curtis?
Yeah, I got Detective Dead on Indiegogo. Still open. I will be closing the store soon. So you check that out if you can.
All right. And Kyung?
Yeah, Battleman and Knuckle Bombs on Indiegogo. It's an in-demand and we'll be closing up around April. We're going to be doing one last push next month, and I'll be releasing some new and exciting content. And you can check the book out at kyunglee.com.
Very nice.
Leo Kun for 200 yen says Malin Militia.
Yeah, Leo. What's up?
Whatever. And I am obviously Mike S. Miller. You are on Blacklist Universe. Please do subscribe, hit that like button, hit that share button if you can. And do check out themegcomic.com. 3 graphic novels, over 400 pages worth of entertainment by me and others for one low price. And other than that, thanks everybody for being here. And as we say here, aloha.
Aloha. And that chick by Kyung is fire.
Yeah.
Flat Earth is real.